meeting is being live streamed. Recording in progress. Yeah, our first episode was that is weird that
look at the symmetry.
It'd be great if I actually turned off listening to my YouTube channel while we were actually talking. No, and we got on there. We're like, man, this is going to be weird how they're going to do the Oscars this year, huh? Nobody's seen really a lot of these movies. 2 years later, nobody's seen a lot of these movies. That's crazy.
It's worse now. It's much worse now than it was 2 years ago. It's awful.
But this is why I got into reviewing movies and shit, because I just fucking love the Oscar races. So this is why I'm here.
We've talked about this at length.
This is what I do.
I also love the Oscar race, even though they do nothing but break my heart a lot.
Every time.
It's so fun.
I love that about it.
It's so fun to just watch the campaigning and the interviews and to just see how 1 week later a movie falls off the list, even though nothing changed about the movie. It was just as good or bad. I just love it, man.
All right. Welcome to the One Take Podcast, episode 99. You psychos have been with us for nearly 100 episodes. Thank you for watching wherever or listening whenever you are listening. I am back. I'm still as pale as ever because I was slapping sunscreen on me like it was my job. Back from an island nation. Had the worst travel day ever. But yeah,
we had to sneak back into the country illegally, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So we're doing Oscar nominations for this podcast. No movie this week because again, I knocked out like 4 movies on the plane rides back though. I will say that was some refreshing. Just I'm doing nothing. I'm watching movies. I haven't been able to do that in a minute.
Sipping pina coladas on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Reading books, watching movies.
I'm out here. I'm a learned man now. I've read 200 pages of a book.
I hope your vacation was nothing like The Lost Daughter. I hope it was not like that.
We gotta get into that. But I only made it through the first half of The Lost Daughter because I tried to watch it late at night the night before.
Are you saying you didn't finish it?
I didn't finish it the night before Oscar nominations came out. So Monday night I was like, all right, I still got Passing to watch, and I got Tick, Tick, Boom, and I got The Lost Daughter. I'm gonna watch them all right now. I got to halfway in on The Lost Daughter at 1 a.m. and I was like, nah, dog. I'm not making it to 2 a.m. watching this movie. It's just not happening. But I'm gonna get back into it and finish it probably right after we hang up on this podcast. But you're gonna
enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it.
By the way, this is the only Oscar nominations reaction podcast that you'll listen to with multiple people who have seen just not any of the movies. We've seen, Dex has seen most of the movies, but Tej and I are we're going to react to nominations that we have no idea about.
As a collective, we have seen all 10 of the films. It's okay. So we're doing our best here. We have seen all 10 films as a collective. I won't, we won't say who watched what film, but as a collective, we have the combined knowledge when we make our hive brain to get all 10 films talked about.
As a unit, we've been putting in the hours, bros. We have seen these movies.
That's big facts.
Yeah, I'm like the Mario Chalmers of this Miami Heat team. I just come in and knock down a 3 and get a steal occasionally.
Damn, I've only seen 5. I don't think I've been this low
very
into
light
the
work.
list. It's been probably since 2017 where I'd seen 5 or less of the nominated films. I've always seen 5 of them.
Well, here's the thing, and we were going to talk about this before we get into a lot of the nominations. Is TG had some takes. Mo, from What We Watch, will join us here in a little bit as well. Always great to have her on. But the accessibility of half of these films has been terrible this year.
Oh my god,
awful.
I just want to.
I don't know if y'all have any takes about that. It's just you can't even see Belfast. It's not.
Belfast is my favorite movie of the year. I want everyone to watch it. It's $20 to rent that shit right now. You can pre-order the DVD on Amazon for March 1st, and it costs $16 to have Amazon ship a DVD to your house. But if you want to rent that shit to watch it right now, it's $20 fucking. Man, get the fuck out of here.
It's just so frustrating because the pandemic has like put the wheel down to the floor, but we were always getting to this place where the movie studios, who are obviously just trying to make money, is changing the whole business model. And so now we are in this weird time where a movie is coming out and it's either at the movie theater, and it might not be, especially for Oscar movies, it's not like it's going to be in every city. It might be in your city, or it might not, or it's going to be on a streaming platform, or we could all go watch it immediately, or it's in this awkward middle where you can't go to a movie theater to see the film, but you also can't stream the film, or you have to pay an extra $20 to $30. And so many of the movies on this list are like that. And even the ones that were widely available, King Richard was on HBO for like a month and then they took it off. Like, we just want to see your movies, guys. We understand you have to find a way to make money. We totally understand that. Let us see the movies. And this is not an Oscar specific, because it's not like the Oscars are the ones that are distributing the movies. But guys, when you make a movie that's good enough to be considered for an Oscar, even though some of the movies are bad, which we'll talk about,
some of them are very bad.
If you make a movie that's good enough to be considered for the Oscars, like, why not make a way for people to see it? I want to see these movies. Like, there are people out there who want to see your movies. Instead, everybody's talking about how Bradley Cooper, the Bradley Cooper movie made no money, and now it's not in for Best Picture. So, like, we don't fucking care that it made no money. We just want to see the movie. Let us watch Bradley Cooper be the greatest and drop 45. I can't wait to watch Nightmare Alley. It's just now available for streaming.
Nightmare Alley made $5, man. We've talked about this before. It didn't make shit.
I can't, dude. I don't know what the fuck Disney, like, their magic hold that they have on people, but they sent this movie literally out there to die against Spider-Man and came up with a fucking Best Picture nom. Like, what?
It's insane. Like,
they just like farted this movie into the ether. And they're like, there you go. Made like $7 on the opening weekend while making $1 billion on Spider-Man. And then both of those are Oscar nominated. Like, they just can't miss.
No, it's insane the way that they treated. I mean, that movie is like a really, really crazy example, but it's the way, like, if you have something that's even remotely good, and you have also a movie star at the center of the movie who might be giving one of his best performances he's ever given, you need to do the right thing and put the movie out at the right time, but also let people see it. Bradley Cooper did all this for nothing. Like, now it's nominated for Best Picture, so now it's worth it. But all I saw about this movie for the first month was record low box office for Bradley Cooper. We don't have to we could skip those headlines. If you just don't put it out there against Spider-Man, we could just skip that whole part of the process.
It is just the accessibility thing. I said accessibility thing is just a weird thing now, because it's like, one, you got to deal kind of with Omicron spikes as well, and like the Delta variant. Like, it was all over the place, obviously. But like we were saying, there's also movies like Spider-Man that made $1 billion. So, you know, I just think if you put your movies out there, do what, you know, the world will do with it what it will. You know, let the people decide if we like your movie or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. HBO Max has it probably the most, right? Where they drop it on HBO Max and in theaters on the same day. But then, like Teach said, with King Richard, they take it off like a month after they put it on there, and then they bring it back at some other unspecified date for reasons none of us really understand. Like, you would make all your theater money on the front end. Why do you need this, like, second month of theater only releases? I don't get it, but still, I've seen 8.5 out of the 10 nominees. I'm gonna finish up the second half of number 9 tonight, but I'm feeling pretty good that I got.
Wait, which one haven't you seen?
Drive My Car. I've come
no one's seen Drive My Car. Mo's gonna join us.
Has seen Drive My Car.
Yeah.
Okay, I watched. Yes. This is great. I watched Drive My Car.
Yes. Okay. 10 for 10.
We are 10 for 10. We did it.
This is why we need you.
We
is that
did
perfect?
it.
Okay, perfect. Yay. Okay. Hi guys. Hi. I know I joined in late. So, but I love that y'all are talking about how freaking difficult it is to watch these movies. And even when it isn't difficult, people aren't going to theaters anymore, which is like a whole nother concept, right? I'm sorry, I just got a phone call. No. But yeah, I did. Okay, we're 10 for 10 now with me in there. Okay, we in here.
Yes.
Yeah, well, and even then, like, Dex, you were able to see Belfast, and you, like, Licorice Pizza isn't here. It's not in
It doesn't need to be there.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
All right,
Licorice
Dick.
Pizza is not a Waco movie.
well,
All
I'm
right,
just
Dick.
saying, like, it's
Actually, it probably is a Waco
No,
movie.
I was gonna
although-
say
Yeah.
it definitely. Thank you, TJ. It definitely is a Waco movie. Actually,
Nah,
it maybe
bro.
only should have come out in Waco. No, I'm just kidding.
wow. Well, I'm saying, like, in these medium sized cities that I'm in, or even smaller cities, like, it's hard to watch these movies now because they're just not going to release it. Like, I will not be able to see it unless I go and find it on a stream. I don't know if I'm going to watch Licorice Pizza at this point.
You don't need to. No one does.
But yeah,
no one does. Just read Dex's article. That's all you need.
From a
Monique, are you going to defend?
Yeah, okay,
Licorice
from
Pizza here?
listen to my preposition. From a cinematic standpoint, I get why there's Best Picture. It could have literally been, I would have made 3 edits to the script and it would have been a great movie. And I would have been like, yeah, this is fantastic. I would have been telling everybody to watch it. TJ, I think we talked about those edits that I would have made, like, I don't know, maybe an age change or something. I don't know.
Yes, definitely.
Literally, they could be the same age and it's the same movie.
Yes, you can make the same movie with them being the same age, and I'm in.
Or they could be 20 years apart. I don't care at 15, just of age.
Yeah,
Whatever, it's fine.
Just make them both of like age to be able to give consent. And we got a movie on our hands.
We have the
I watch
same
a 20
amazing-
and 40-year-old. I'm in.
Yeah, 18, 28. No worries. Absolutely.
But it's the same movie 20 and 25, 25 and 25, 50
Facts.
and 30. It's the same
Literally
movie.
the same movie.
It's a
Regardless.
beautiful movie. And it is beautiful. I know what and I know there's a lot of conversation around that Licorice Pizza. So we say that to say Royden. Get to it when you get to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's just some of these movies that just, like, I'm going to have to, like, scrape and why are you talking about the Oscars when you haven't seen the movies? Because I'm invested, man. I'm invested in this regardless, and I'm gonna
Love the
hate.
Oscars.
I'm gonna hate from the outside. I'm gonna hate from outside of the club, no matter what. It doesn't matter. Like, but I have seen the one that's probably gonna win. We're gonna talk about that, so I can be a major player hater when it comes to that.
God.
That
please.
Honestly, though, that's part of what I love about following the Oscars is just being able to just know that I hate one of the movies. Like, your team isn't always gonna win the Super Bowl, but you're still gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun to be mad that Tom Brady won. Like,
Yeah, but
it's
you never
exciting.
have to worry about the Lions getting to the Super Bowl. And when you're a fan of the Oscars, there's always one 0-16 Lions season that is nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, facts.
And
Wait,
sometimes, sometimes the Lions win the Super Bowl, even though they didn't win any regular season games. And so it's very frustrating.
Are we seeding these Best Picture nominations? I'm hearing a lot of sports talk. Are we about to seed them? Let's go. Let's
We
do
are
it.
now.
We are now. All right, Best Picture nominees.
Name them, Roy.
Best Picture nominees came down a couple of days ago. Belfast from Kenneth Branagh. Coda, which is on Apple TV Plus. You can watch this one. I'm surprised I haven't now. Don't Look Up. Eking into that Oscar race.
Netflix,
Man.
baby.
Yeah.
We told you it was happening. Go Netflix. We told you it was happening. This is a good film.
Drive My Car, a film that, I don't know if like 10 Americans have seen and more have
Monique
lied
is one of
about.
them.
More people have lied about seeing this movie than have seen this movie.
I Googled Drive My Car showtimes, and the only theater that showed up is the Alamo Draft House in Katy, Texas. I live in the Houston area. So, yeah, not a widely seen movie.
So I didn't do that.
Yeah, it's not even like a River Oak situation. Like, we're just the Alamo Draft House in Katy.
Of course, Dune was nominated. King Richard as well. Licorice Pizza. We have thoughts. Nightmare Alley sneaking in 16 seed, play-in seed 16 seed. Nightmare Alley.
That's the one I haven't seen. Am I shamed for that? That's
I'm
No,
the
I
only. I am one
It
of
just
7
became available a
people
couple
in
days
America who have seen
Okay.
Nightmare Alley.
Yeah.
I saw Nightmare Alley in a movie theater opening weekend. It was
Nice.
me and apparently every person who can vote for Best Picture.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Low key though, Bradley Cooper now has some pull in Hollywood because he has been nominated for 9 Oscars. The hot guy from The Hangover has been nominated for 9 Academy Awards, and his last 2 have been nominations for being a producer on Joker and now on Nightmare Alley. So he has like some random pull with the Academy.
When he shows up in Licorice Pizza, it is the best 5 minutes of the film.
Absolutely.
He is phenomenal. I love
Didn't catch a nomination.
I would have tolerated a nomination for him. Like I'm cool that he didn't
Me
get
too.
it, but I would have tolerated one for him.
The 1 seed, like the year this is like the year that like Duke lost to the 15 seed that one time.
Can we not talk
Creighton
about this?
or
I
something.
thought this is a podcast about movies.
This is 1 seed Virginia.
Talk about this.
This is 1 seed Virginia. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I like that better.
Nobody really enjoys watching it. It's very boring, but we expect it to win. You know, they run it. It's a very 2-3 zone kind of movie.
They're winning games like 56 to like 48. Ugh. Yeah, so that's The Power of the Dog from Jane Campion. And then West Side Story, a movie that also no one saw.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I saw
We
it.
don't count-
And so did Dex.
We're not counting you two as like the general populace.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And Dex told us that it actually bangs. So we should
Actually
know.
bangs.
That's a Black Latina Italian woman in that movie winning awards, just so y'all know. So we here.
Let them
Thank you.
know.
Period.
Also, shout out to my GOAT, Paul Tazewell, costume designer nominee.
Costume designer.
Go.
I told you he was gonna catch one, actually.
Yeah.
Let's
on
clean it
our
up.
way
West
to
Side
the
Story.
EGOT. He already got the Tony for the Hamilton costume. He's on his way to get this Oscar real quick. We coming.
Can I get some hate out of the way really fast about one of the nominees?
Yeah.
All right. It's time for us to be honest, guys.
Oh no.
Okay. Dune was beautiful, beautiful gowns. It was a beautiful looking film. Okay. We all agree. We liked looking at the movie screen when Dune was on.
Mm-hmm.
But did Dune really slap like that, guys?
It did not.
Is Dune a Best Picture fucking nominee? Are we?
Yes.
Is it Dune? Why does Dune get nominated for Best Picture but not Spider-Man? Well, I
don't know.
No.
I don't understand that.
See, I heard somebody talking about this earlier because I'm one of those people who listens to other podcasts about the Oscar nominations. Like y'all, thanks for listening. But they were talking about how it would probably make more sense if Dune Part 2 won a bunch of Oscars or was like nominated for a bunch, like after they actually finished the story. But Dune Part 1 being nominated as like half a movie feels kind of weird.
Yes.
Well,
and now we know that Dune Part 2 is going to get shit on because they're doing this now. We could just wait for the actual good Dune and just do this again.
Well, it feels like sort of how epic it is. Like we forget, and I don't want to compare these two movies because it's like comparing. It really is like comparing like The Godfather to the next Rock movie, but like the Lord of the Rings. Every single one of those got tons of Oscar wins and nominated. Like everyone got like 10 Oscar nominations.
True, but also every one of those are good, like you said. And Dune is fine. Like,
and yeah, they didn't actually win Best Picture until the last one. Like,
true.
And every Lord of the Rings movie tells a complete story on its own, and you're like, oh, there's another story. Literally, Dune feels like this is half of a story.
Yeah.
We just got to the point where this is about to finally get good, and then the movie was literally over, and I was like, wait, what? Oh, there's a Dune Part 2? Like, I don't know, and like the story is just not a full story. That frustrated me about Dune.
We have a full Dune podcast. The movie looks fantastic. Denis Villeneuve knows how to make a good, like, just it's an incredible looking film.
Here's my hot Dune take. It was a marketing issue. That movie's fire. I don't know if I revisited it and I love it. I love that movie off the strength of the Bene Gesserit. Here's the thing. I'm vying for an entire movie strictly based off the Bene Gesserit in that movie. Is that what they're called? I think that's what they're called.
You could be referring to one of several things, and I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference.
I'm pretty sure it's the women in there. It's the one where she like had his Timothy
the like witch lady.
Yeah, and had his hand in there. That's a fire ass scene, y'all.
It is a fire scene.
That's a very powerful scene. Best picture off that scene alone, and give me a whole movie about the Bene Gesserit. I liked it. I think it was a marketing issue.
That scene almost made me believe in Timothy Chalamet as the guy.
Right?
Almost,
like,
not quite, but it almost got me there.
It was giving me what I needed to give. And look at Timothée in 2 movies showing out in Best Picture. But
Wait,
yeah, that's my hot
he
take.
is.
Wow. That's my hot take. Dune had a marketing issue because it really was like when I think Best Picture, I do think picture, and that was fucking beautiful. Like there was some
great looking movie.
Like you use the word epic, Royden. It was an epic experience in theaters. I said this in a lot of spaces myself. If you watch it at home, I kind of get it. I kind of get why you maybe didn't feel too much because you need a theater for that.
I saw it in
IMAX, and I still was like,
yeah. So we all on the same page. All right.
It was cool, but I wasn't like Best Picture cool for me.
I mean, I have my nominees for Best Picture, and that's definitely not 1 seed, even in these. So I got you.
It's a nice 5 seed for me, but like it was, people wanted that movie to be so much better than it was.
Yes, I wanted it to bang.
So I think, and so when it came out, people really went hard.
Marketing
one way. Went hard one way, and so they were like, this is the best movie that I've ever seen. It's a 99 out of 100. We're like,
this is real blockbuster cinema, not that bullshit that y'all like.
Yeah,
so exactly. New idea.
It was a marketing issue, guys. I feel like if we had some different marketing approaches and different conversations prior to,
maybe. But I'm just talking about white dudes like me on Twitter. We're like, this is the best thing that has ever come out since Star Wars, and you're just a hating bitch. And you're just like, whoa.
Or Hussein, who is black and is the same neckbeard that loved this film. No, are you saying that they should have marketed this as mid and not the gas?
Okay,
like,
first
market it as it's fine.
Dune, it's happening.
It should have been marketed as one, like, hey, this is Dune 1. Like, literally, why did they say that?
Yeah.
Why did they put Dune 1?
Like the day before the movie is when everybody found out there's a Dune 2, and we were like, wait.
I found out literally watching the title card pop up in the movie theater.
It said part 1, and I was like, oh shit, part 1. I didn't read the books. Maybe people that read the books are listening to this like you guys, motherfuckers. But I
agree with that.
Part 1 means like Dune. The name needs to be Dune: part 1. Then I'm like, all right, I can prepare mentally that there's more.
You know what happened? The CEO of Warner Brothers was non-committal until the movie came out.
Yes, that's what happened. It was so weird.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know if there's gonna be a second one when the title card said part 1. Like they were gonna have to pull it from theaters and be like, wait.
That
was so weird that he had to be drunk or something, because like
he definitely
it's not a secret that it should not be a secret that there's a part 2 of this film. It wasn't like some secret, like just tell us and we're all in on it and everybody's fine. But like, oh, I don't know if there's going to be a sequel. Wink, wink. Like, no, that's not. We're not fucking with that.
That didn't help.
Bro, you're HBO. Y'all got the money. Like, what are you talking? What are you doing? Like,
just to get down, to skip ahead a little bit. This Dune received like 10 Oscar nominations. I will say a lot of them technical, but Denis Villeneuve not receiving a Best Director nomination is weird. Very weird.
Not to me.
No, it's weird to me. Like he put together like a really good looking, like well-made movie that received all these Oscar nominations. And then they were like, nah.
I don't know why this is nominated for any above the line awards. It should be nominated for all the below the line awards. I just don't understand that. We like stories. What story were we told in this film? We were literally told a piece of a story that was like ending and didn't even end on like a cool cliffhanger. It was just like the person we were most looking forward to in this movie. She's in the movie for 5 minutes, and as soon as she like gets into the movie for real, we're gonna end this movie. Like,
I don't even remember what the closing line was, but it was something like "It's only just begun" or something like that. Like walk off into the desert.
The other prong of marketing issue, I won't harp on this too much, but also you told me Zendaya was going to be in the movie.
Thank you.
I'm like, yeah, I guess she was, but you motherfuckers, she wasn't in the movie a lot.
She was in Spider-Man more than she was in Dune.
Exactly.
The idea of Zendaya was in Dune. Like Zendaya
again,
as an aspirational concept.
And they knew we were going to be excited about Zendaya. They knew that shit. And then when I'm like, damn, we're 30 minutes in. Where's my girl at? Like that's literally what I asked.
They
I
ended
hope
the
she does
movie.
a bunch of like the Oscar press and shit though, because I just want to see Zendaya doing every fucking thing. Like I
Same.
want her showing up at every like campaign event that they do. I want her at the actual Oscars, you know, kicking it with Beyonce, Oscar nominee now. Put some respect on it.
Put some respect on it.
You know, I just want Zendaya everywhere. So
I want her
hope that
dragging
she's
around Tom
part of
Holland
this.
by a leash. Like
Yes.
she does. Like, but I don't know. Yeah, the Dune just ended on like an Imagine Dragons lyric, and then they went to black. It was crazy, and then I was like, "Wait, there should be more movie here." Like, yeah.
As far as directing though, looking at the 5 nominees, you know, all these are also nominated in Best Picture.
Yep.
It's 10 in Best Picture. There's only 5 in directing. Somebody's got to be left out.
That's
I would have
generally
left out. I would have left out PTA personally because fuck Licorice Pizza. But I mean,
I would have left out Campton too, but I also would have left out The Power of Dog.
I think this is
Okay.
Kenneth. I think this is Kenneth.
Campton's
Branagh's
not even
salute.
Campton's not even a name, so we definitely know you would have left
Campion.
that out. No, because you
before
don't
we-
even have the name right.
Before we get down to all of these, okay, so Belfast, you said Dex was your best picture of the year. I picked it in our written review that will drop a little bit later of our picks to probably win. Now it's looking less and less like that was. It had some really great buzz for a while. It was probably the betting favorite for a while too. But now the betting favorite is a movie that stinks, Power of the Dog. And you've heard us harp on this movie. Mo, we want to get your take on what you think about Power of the Dog, because we think it is ass. We think it is an ass movie that is unentertaining and boring and bad.
So this might have been a movie I needed to watch in theaters. I don't know if I hate it as much as you guys and as much as a lot of people, but I definitely didn't even finish it. I was like,
Oh,
I didn't finish it either. I got about an
I
hour
watched.
in.
How long is that movie? I think I have about 20.
It's like 2.5 hours.
it's
I think
nearly
I have
3
about 20
hours long.
Yeah, I have about 25, 30 minutes left of that movie. And they also told me in a space that that's when shit kind of turns up. And I'm like,
I
Wait,
mean,
wait,
as
wait,
much
wait.
as it can,
Hold on.
but it
Are
doesn't
you,
turn up.
are you telling me that you got an hour and 45 minutes into this film and people told you, no, you just got to the point where it's going to turn up?
that's the same. That's the shit I be talking about. Exactly. It's
What
like
do you
when
mean?
people-
They don't deserve an hour and 45 minutes of my undivided attention
Exactly.
for 30 minutes of turn up. I got an hour to that movie and I was like, oh, nothing has happened. Literally nothing has
So here's
happened.
the thing.
And
I
the
watched,
turn up. Sorry, go ahead, Mo.
and I watched a good black and white movie this year. I'll tell you what. I watched a great black and white
Me
movie.
too. Me too. We gonna
I
talk
watched a
about
great
that.
black and white movie. So I don't know. The Power of the Dog is just up against a lot of great shit for me, like the tragedy of Macbeth. So
Banger.
like I've seen it. I saw it. I've been there. Again, I don't know if it's a casualty of me being at home and maybe being multitasking and distracted. But no, I gave the Power of the Dog what it needed, I think. And I could not finish it. I was like, I gotta go and I got other stuff to do. But
The thing about it turning up at the end, it turns up. It goes from like a 2 to maybe a 4 on a 10 scale. Like that's the level of turn up that we're talking. Like this is not. It's not like, you know, you watch a movie like Parasite and there's a point in there where that shit goes from like
oh God, I love that
8
movie.
to an
I
11. Yeah.
I watched that movie 2 days ago. I love that movie. I mean, I watch it all
Yeah.
the time.
But that shit,
Yeah.
like that's a point where some shit turns up. To Power of the Dog, it goes from like a 2 to a 4. Like it's
I
not.
love
Then
Thank you so much.
after it goes to a 4, it goes back down to a 1. It's so crazy. The spike is like, and because I don't want to ruin it. Actually, I will. Fuck it.
Feel free.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this film, if you haven't, you don't need to watch it. But if you care about,
if you care about the Oscar ride, like skip ahead like 25 seconds. Like so Benedict Cumberbatch's character gets killed in the dumbest way possible, by the way.
Which is what angered me.
Yeah, he gets killed in the dumbest way possible. And in the end, they just were like, oh, that stinks, but nobody gives a shit because he was a huge asshole the entire movie.
wasn't
Yeah,
there
you're
like
just
some kind of poison?
It'd be
and
like that.
He gets
Anthrax.
anthrax.
He got anthrax. That's
Yeah,
an objectively
the-
funny way to die in a movie.
Yeah.
The weird kid
Objectively
gives him
funny.
an anthrax rope or something. I don't remember.
He
what
was
it
an asshole to that weird kid. He was
The
very much
gay,
an asshole to that
the
weird
gay
kid.
child poisons him. And so, yeah.
and then the movie's just like over. It's not over because they keep going, but it is over.
I cannot
Yes.
believe I can tell the people of this podcast that a movie where a character dies of anthrax is boring, but it is quite literally the most boring movie you'll ever see.
Boring because they show him he's like trying to like find his potential kid. Also a little problematic too because like he's like grooming this child the entire time. I mean, I think he's like in college in the movie, but like he's grooming.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
Yeah, he's grooming this boy this entire time, and then he just like collapses in the dirt, and they're like, "Oh, well, he lived a life."
It's Montana. Shit happens.
Shit happens in Montana, and it's also like not the Old West. It's like 1925 too. There's cars.
What I've been telling people about this movie who haven't seen it is it's one of those movies that if you like it, you'll call it meditative and subversive. But if you don't like it, like me, you'll call it boring as shit. And you'll say that nothing that you want to happen in a Western actually happens in this movie because it subverts the genre. So it sucks.
Ultimately, it's inconsequential too because you don't learn anything. Like
you feel nothing.
It's just there. It's just there for the performances of Benedict Cumberbatch, which I said, in fairness, is fine.
Thank
it's
you.
Very, very good. Like in fairness,
it's good.
Thank you.
He gave a good performance. Now, the other people on this list catching nominations is wild to me. He catching a nomination, I get, because he's on camera 98% of the time. He's carrying this film as just the biggest asshole I've ever seen on camera, and he's very good at it.
Extremely hot. That's why you have a woman on the podcast today. Yep, no, he's extremely hot. So I can't say too many negative things because I had a good time there. I think that's what carried me.
Okay.
I have a problem with
him
this best
being
picture. I have a problem with the best actor nominee. I'm not going to agree that he was. I thought he was fine. I don't.
I thought it was good. Honestly,
I
I'm
didn't
being
think, like,
fair.
oh my god, I'm watching. Okay, no. Roy didn't think he was that fine. Like,
I
thought he was fine. You thought he was fine too, TJ. He's a good-looking man. Come on,
No,
he's a good-looking man. I get it.
He's a good-looking man.
I get
he
the
is
nomination.
a good-looking guy, but that don't mean you should be nominated for Best Picture. I look good. Nobody nominated for me for Best Picture.
I get the nomination. I just don't get the like front runner status because like Will Smith acted circles around him. Denzel acted circles around him.
Fucking facts.
Like Javier Bardem, like he was like cool. I guess it doesn't really matter, but
he was okay.
Like, yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Low-key ate as well, y'all.
Andrew Garfield ate a very versatile performance, singing and dancing and shit.
I gave Andrew Garfield as like he's in the running for my best performance of the year. He may be above Will Smith.
Yeah, he
really?
Yeah. Respectfully. Yeah.
I have to see this film. I can't wait to see it.
It's
even if you don't give Tick Tick Boom like your best performance of the year, I think you have to give Andrew Garfield like your performer of the year for 2021. That man went crazy.
He won like crazy. He won like the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award like person of the year or whatever.
That dude like fucking Tammy Faye is not a good movie, but him and Jessica Chastain who got nominated, we'll have to talk about that because holy shit, best actress, what the fuck. But Tammy Faye's not good. Tammy Faye's not good, but Andrew Garfield is great in it. Obviously, he was one of the best parts of the Spider-Mans.
He might be the best part of the Spider-Man.
The Spider-Mans. And then
I have
fucking Tick Tick Boom. He went crazy. Like incredible year for Andrew Garfield.
Question, one take. Do y'all remember the nominations for last year?
For actor?
Yes.
For Best Picture. No, Best Picture.
I mean, I just know that Nomadland won.
I don't remember them all off the top of my head.
Minari.
The Father was
Fathers,
in there.
Metal, Promising
The Wife.
Young Woman.
Promising Young Woman is so ass.
Charles Scott. So I don't know. I didn't mean to just redirect the conversation, but I just wanted to see how y'all felt, if y'all like this selection better than last year's. Because I don't know. Last year,
I like the movies more last year.
Me too. Just bar for bar, like they had a better set of movies last year. So that's also what was like this year. It's weird.
I think I go the other way personally. I feel like the movies that I like in this year's, I like more than the movies I like last year, but last year didn't have as many that I just hate. Like I hate two of the movies in this.
That's exactly what I was asking. Your best movie is the best movie this year is better than the best movie last year.
Yeah.
But the worst one though
But The Power of the
What do
Dog
you-
and Licorice Pizza I actively hate. And
What
like
do
I
you
didn't
mean by-
actively hate any of the other ones last year.
What do you mean by the best movie? You mean the one that won? Are we talking about Nomadland? Because I thought
No,
Nomadland
no,
was just
we're
as
talking-
boring as
this-
Power of the Dog.
No, this is
I
all
thought they were both-
opinions. We're not talking about who won. We're talking about how y'all felt about each of the movies.
Got it.
No, I think like I actively really liked a lot of those movies. I thought Sound of Metal and The Father were supremely unappreciated. Like The Father got
Oh,
its
man.
flowers.
Fully
with
agreed, Royden.
with
Fully.
Sound of Metal is so good.
Sound of and not for nothing, you kind of have your Sound of Metal here with Coda, but like it like you know, it is what it. I haven't seen. I just haven't seen enough of like it. Maybe I see Belfast and Drive My Car, and this it just completely changes my world. But I saw Minari, I saw Nomadland, I saw all the ones that, and even Promising Young Woman had its parts. Like I didn't actively hate Promising Young Woman,
Fuck that
But, like,
movie.
but
I hated it.
but I
Mhm.
actively despise. I actively despise Power of the Dog to a point where I'm like, I don't even know why I wasted my time. You know, like I just
I'm just so upset that it feels like a foregone conclusion that Power of the Dog is gonna win because that movie
My-
fucking sucks.
My hot take is that Power of the Dog is not going to win Best Picture.
I don't
I
think
really
I
it
know
hope
will.
it
what-
doesn't.
I know what everybody's saying. I do not think Power of the Dog is going to win Best Picture, only because it is, in terms of its pacing, it is too similar to last year's winner. I think that they try to diversify not just all the other things that might make a movie different or similar, but also in terms of its pacing. I do not think that The Power of the Dog, surely because of its pace, is going to win Best Picture.
The difference,
because Nomadland just did.
the difference between Nomadland and Power of the Dog is that Nomadland had something to say.
Yep.
Like I know you didn't like it, but I know like
That's true.
it had
I loved it.
way more to say. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was vibes the movie, but
I'm
like
not rushing back to watch it
Ugh.
again, but I did fuck with it.
I was
Yeah.
bored as hell, but it definitely had something to say. Whereas Power of the Dog had quite literally nothing to say in the hour and a half that I
Just
watched.
that
I did not
Benedict-
had nothing to say. Just that Benedict Arnold's good looking, and he
Benedict
was
Arnold.
and he's good actor.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
You're not gonna get
Okay.
no names right today, clearly.
I know
That's
I'm
fine.
messing up all the names. Damn.
All right.
While we're here talking about Nomadland, let's just get into it right now with Best Actress because
This
No,
is a mess.
my God,
real
This
quick,
is
real
a
quick.
mess.
Real quick. We're going long on Best Picture. We'll get into Best Actress right after this. Give your prediction for Best Picture. Go around. Mo, can we start with you?
My prediction or
Yeah.
what I wanted.
both.
No, your prediction or both. Give us both.
Both.
Do
God.
it, Mo.
My prediction is Power of the Dog. Who I want to win is King Richard. I ain't gonna lie to y'all today.
Okay. TGO.
My prediction for the winner is Belfast, although I haven't seen it yet.
How
And
can-
what I want to win is selfishly, I guess I want King Richard to win of all the movies, but I haven't seen Belfast yet. I have a feeling that when I watch Belfast, I'm going to want that to win Best Picture, but I think that it will win Best Picture.
Dex.
All right, y'all already know I want Belfast to win. I'm a Belfast boy. I've been that
Belfast
way since I watched that shit the first time in theaters. Can't wait to watch it again. My prediction is going to be Power of the Dog, unfortunately.
My prediction is going to be Belfast. I think it sneaks in there last. I think we need some hope in these trying times, and I think the Academy will give it to Kenneth Branagh because he's been in Hollywood for 1,000 years, and Jane Campion has gotten her flowers before with different movies. But what I want to win for the chaos purposes, I want Nightmare Alley to win.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for chaos purposes, I need Nightmare Alley to win. Just like not nominated for
That's
anything
not
else.
happening, but that's amazing.
That'd be
Once
awesome.
you said chaos, I was like so worried that you were going to say Licorice Pizza.
Oh, God.
I was going to have to leave the podcast.
give me that LP for chaos. No, but I want Nightmare Alley to win because everybody's gonna be like, what? Wait, what?
Honestly, I would be cool with literally anything winning other than Power of the Dog. Like that's where
This
I'm
is
at.
how I felt.
Or
last year.
Licorice Pizza. Or Licorice
I would
Pizza.
take Licorice Pizza over Power of the Dog, honestly.
When Promising Young Woman won original screenplay, I said, "No, I know way." So I get it for Licorice Pizza and Power of the Dog hate here. Got it.
Let's get into the actor nominees. You wanted to talk about Best Actress.
We got to
And-
talk about this, and we
Go
got to
ahead.
start in the
Carry it.
only place you can possibly start, which is how the fuck did they not nominate Lady Gaga? What?
Easily.
The
Respect an
front runner
Italian
the
queen.
entire time
She should have been nominated.
doesn't even
I
get
can't believe that she wasn't.
nominated.
Now we're talking. Yes, indeed.
And we got Kristen Stewart up here.
Kristen
No,
Stewart.
she was always going to be.
She was a front runner. Like she's probably the favorite now, but it's like
Yeah, she's definitely the favorite.
Lady Gaga. No Lady Gaga.
Well, what is this? First of all,
This is
Olivia Colman's going to win this award, y'all. I don't know if y'all
Ugh.
seen
Yeah,
The Last
yeah,
Daughter.
she's-
She is incredible. She is a queen. I love Olivia Colman. She's going to win the award, but I don't know how Lady Gaga's not on this.
Nominations for Best Actress include Jessica Chastain, who no one real thought was going to
Nobody
be
has.
for
no,
The
no
Eyes
one
of
thought
Tammy
that.
Faye, Olivia Colman for The Lost Daughter, Penelope Cruz for Parallel Mothers, a movie which 3 people, including Dex, have seen. Nicole
And
Kidman
myself. Thank you.
and Mo. I'm going to just include Mo and everything. Nicole Kidman for Being the Ricardos, and Kristen Stewart for Spencer. Now Kristen
Dex
Stewart
said
looks
Dex
like the
said
money
Penelope-
favorite.
Dex said Penelope Cruz put up 45 and Parallel Mother. So I have to see
Yeah,
this
a
film.
very
Oh,
like quiet
Dex.
Kevin Durant, like 45 points.
Okay, so this
Like you
yeah, this
didn't
is-
realize while it was happening that she was putting up 45 points, but then you get
Here's
to the end of the movie and you're like, damn, she had 45 points.
first thing, and it's stacked. First things first, Pedro Almodovar does not miss. And I do mean he does not miss at all. I've loved every single one of his movies. That being said, he's done like 8 movies or like, I think it's like 11, 8 or 11 movies with Penelope Cruz. And she fucking ate this. Also, this movie is really fucking good, guys. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen Madres Paralelas, which is Parallel Mothers.
Flex on
But-
us. Flex on us.
Because it's in Spanish, right? And it's so fucking cool. And Penelope Cruz, no, I won't spoil it. Never mind. But she ate.
please
and
don't
I'm
spoil
really
the
glad
movie.
to see her. I'm really glad to see her on the list, but I'm really, 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 I'm just as happy to see Penelope Cruz as I am angry that I don't see Lady Gaga. How's that?
Yeah,
Fair.
I watched Parallel Mothers last night in theaters. I don't have a problem with Penelope Cruz being nominated at all. She was great.
Oh, God. Fantastic movie, right, Dex? Oh,
I didn't love the ending. It felt maybe I'm not smart enough, but it didn't feel like right.
Yeah.
But-
Don't
yeah,
spoil
and-
the ending, please.
Ending a movie is hard, I think, is what I have to say moving forward. Ending a movie is hard because, yeah, what the fuck,
Yeah.
dude? Sorry, let's move on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did not like the ending of that movie, but before that, fucking riveting, incredible.
Exactly.
Like
Thank you.
the drama I didn't know I needed was incredible. It made
Exactly.
parenting look awful, but
It turned up quick.
The Lost Daughter also makes parenting look like the worst thing of all time.
dude, I watched Passing and The Lost Daughter and Parallel Mothers like 3
Yes.
straight days,
Yes.
never having children, not doing it.
Moral of the story
Tammy Faye, I
is
haven't seen that. Jessica Chastain ate in Scenes from a Marriage, though, with Oscar Isaac. So,
She did.
man, I
but
don't.
yeah.
I'm not.
She's great.
Jessica Chastain, I don't get why she's here and Lady Gaga isn't, because they're in the same situation to me where like Jessica Chastain was the best part of The Eyes of Tammy Faye. It's a biopic about, people we don't really care about, didn't make that much money.
it's on HBO Max, by the way, if you want to go watch it.
Yeah. I saw it. in
Who is it
theaters.
about?
It was Real Cinema Hours, Tammy Faye, a televangelist.
About
Oh,
televangelists.
televangelist. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Righteous gemstone types.
Got it,
Basically,
got
yeah. It feels like this is what the Righteous Gemstones was based on. But Jessica Chastain, I guess her performance is more of a caricature than Lady Gaga's is. Lady Gaga was kind of doing her own thing. Maybe people hated her accent more than I thought they would. But at the end of Eyes of Tammy Faye, like as the credits start to roll, they show you like clips of the real Tammy Faye, and Jessica Chastain looks and sounds exactly like her.
Wow.
So I guess that's why she got the nomination, but the movie is not good. It didn't get nominated for anything else, and it wouldn't because it's not good. But it feels like that's the same situation that Lady
It's one of
Gaga
the-
is in
well-
with House of Gucci, where the movie's like people don't think it's that good, but she's the best part in it. Like I would have just picked Gaga over Jessica Chastain.
Well,
Like, I
it's
don't get that
crazy
part.
when I don't know if y'all talked about. Sorry, I stepped away for a second, but it's crazy when she's winning. Like when you win all these other awards, because the Academy is in an industry award. As much as we like to talk about them, it's people voting for themselves. So like, it's weird that she was won all these other industry awards.
Yeah, like she just
and
won
then
New York
not-
Critics like Monday.
Yeah. And then
Tuesday,
not
she's
nominated
not,
for
yeah.
these. Like she has to be crying and shitting like in her hotel room somewhere because she really was going for it. Like I take it or leave it with House of Gucci. Take it or leave it with House of Gucci. But I didn't necessarily like that movie and her performance notwithstanding, but like I don't understand why she wasn't nominated. You know what I mean? Because I know how this works. You get what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense.
And this is a weird year because like none of the BAFTA nominees got nominated for Best Actress. Like none of them at all. So
Wait, really?
yeah, literally none of them got nominated in both.
Olivia Colman wasn't nominated. She's like their god over there.
Apparently,
Also, my God.
No, so Eyes of Tammy Faye feels like one of those movies like where we're down the road when you're, because I'm a nerd. I look up IMDb stuff all the time. Like, how did this movie do? And yada, yada, yada. It's going to be like one of those movies like, wait, this was nominated for an Oscar? What was it nominated? You know what I mean?
it does feel like one of those movies where you're like, huh, what's Jessica Chastain's Oscar for? Oh, yeah,
Eyes
Eyes
of
of Tammy
Tammy
Faye. Huh.
Yeah. She's all power to Jessica Chastain. I think she's criminally underrated in Hollywood. She's had a weird career.
Right.
She's very talented. She's extremely talented. I would watch this movie just to watch this performance. But I got to get around to it. I'd like to watch the actual good movies first.
All right. So give us your give us your who you want to win. Maybe NA not available, and who you think will win.
Regrettably, prediction Kristen for Spencer. Who needs to win is Penelope Cruz for Madres Paralelas.
Dex, we'll have you go.
All right, I'm gonna go with who I want to win. Probably Kristen Stewart. My prediction actually gonna be Nicole Kidman. I think Nicole Kidman is gonna sneak up and take this one.
Oh my God.
Tej, you haven't seen any of these movies yet, so
That's not true. I've seen The Lost Daughter and I've seen Being the Ricardos. I think Olivia Colman's gonna win, and I want Olivia Colman to win. She's going
okay. I think actually Olivia Colman may win because she's an Oscar darling, but like, I'll say this: I think it ends up being Kristen Stewart. I said in our review that we'll post again later on Apollo HOU that Kristen Stewart was the odds-on favorite. Months ago, she was the odds-on favorite, which is weird. Twilight coming in hot. We got a Twilight character as Batman, and one's gonna win an Oscar. Jesus Christ!
Is this movie good? Is Spencer good?
No.
Caitlin watched it. She said it was fine, but she said it was like not about the Anglophile stuff of it, like almost The Crown is. It was about her like eating disorder.
Basically, the director's like idea for Spencer was just imagining what it was like when she made the decision to leave the royal family, except they like don't tell you that at all through the movie. I had to look that up in interviews afterwards because I was so confused by what I had just seen. So it's one of those, but her performance is great. It's one of those like very like isolated, quiet, making faces at nothing and, like acting out an inner monologue kind of situations that actors and actresses love as like capital A acting. So, and I respect it. Like it's good. It's like her performance is good, not the movie. Like it's a great performance, but
also she's an American doing a British accent, which no one does. British always do American. Americans never
always.
Right, and who'd you say you wanted to win?
I want. I'll take. I said I think and I want Nicole Kidman to win because Hollywood I eats that shit up, man. They eat the old Hollywood sort of nostalgia right up. Plus Nicole Kidman she can do no wrong in the people's eyes, and she's been nominated a billion times. Hasn't she won? She won before.
She won
Yes.
before. I don't remember for what
Yeah.
though.
So
I can't
being-
confirm, but Nicole Kidman is the
She
god
won
on
for
TV.
she won for the wife. Didn't she just win it for the wife?
no,
She went in the way.
She did.
that was
He's getting all his girls mixed up today.
She won it for something. She's won it before.
Nicole
Yeah,
She
Kidman
kissed what's
is
his face.
Nicole Kidman is the god for TV for me. So like when it comes to movies, I'm like, yeah.
problematic white women. Her and Reese Witherspoon having.
Oh my
yeah.
god, I've loved Nicole Kidman in everything. The Undoing, Big Little Lies. I love her in Nine Perfect Strangers, even though I don't like Nine Perfect Strangers. Like TV over the past few years, she's eating, but that's
She
different.
won for The Hours in 2003, but she was nominated the year before for Moulin Rouge. She's nominated for Rabbit Hole, for Lion, and for Being the Ricardos. So she's 5-time nominee, 1-time winner.
This
Several
performance
times.
is pretty good. Like
Mhm.
it was pretty cool to kind of see her take on. I've seen a lot of I Love Lucy, so like it was a real point of comparison for me. Just seeing her kind of take on the role was pretty cool. But I don't think this movie's good. But her performance is really good. I
A
think.
movie
I
that
like
would have
the
been
movie.
in better hands had it not actually been directed by Aaron Sorkin and
Yeah,
just written by.
I
Aaron.
totally agree. I totally agree.
I didn't know it was directed by Aaron Sorkin until I started watching it, and then I was like, "This dialogue feels like Sorkin," and I was like, "Oh yeah, because it is."
Which he's
one of
already
those.
weird about his scripts. I wonder how he is as a director. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you have to say every line of Aaron Sorkin's script. So like I don't know how. Anyway, best actor. Speaking of being the Ricardos, Javier Bardem, Benedict Cumberbatch, Andrew Garfield, Will Smith, Denzel Washington. Stacked category this year above actress. I mean, actress has heavy Hollywood hitters, but the movies that these people are in like hold more weight than what the movies that the actresses were in. I'll say that.
Even if you didn't know what the movies were, if I just gave you those 5 names, you'd be like, oh shit, there was some competition out there this year. So, you know, there's that appeal there. But I actually didn't love Javier Bardem's performance of being the Ricardos. That was one of my issues with the movie. I didn't really love his performance, or at least not nearly as much as I love Nicole Kidman's performance. Maybe she was just shitting on him so much that I didn't really notice what he was doing. I couldn't take my eyes off Nicole Kidman because I thought she stole the film. So maybe he was in the shadows a bit for me. Everybody else, well, I haven't seen Tick, Tick, Boom, but Will Smith and Denzel both went absolutely insane in these roles.
Insane
In these roles. And both of them, when I walked out of the movie theater immediately, I was like, that's going to be nominated for Best Actor. Like I knew it when I walked out of the movie theater. Those kind of performances. And I already said I didn't think Benedict Cumberbatch did the best job in The Power of the Dog.
Benedict Cumberbatch would probably be ranked last for me, honestly. Like, just that's colored by me not liking that movie at all, and I like all the other movies way more. But yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch would be 5th out of 5 for me in this category.
Mo.
I refuse to respond regarding prediction or desire, simply because look at this. I can't choose. There's a lot of great jaw lines, a lot of great performances here.
Did you know it was Black History Month? I think that you could choose.
Yeah, we got 2 strong black men.
Yes,
in
Black
here
History Month.
who didn't
And
play
Andrew Garfield?
slaves.
I also can't choose between Will Smith and Denzel. So again, I'm not doing.
I
not.
just want to shout out a couple of things about the nominees this year. We got 2 black men who didn't play slaves, who didn't get shot, or anything like that. They weren't, killed by police or something.
I mean, Denzel kind of got shot. I mean, he got the equivalent of.
He got his
Hey,
head chopped off.
Hey, but
Yeah.
he welcomed that.
Spoiler,
He embraced
guys.
it.
Oh,
It was-
spoiler
Everybody
for
read Macbeth. They read Macbeth already.
Spoiler for Macbeth.
If you haven't read the 1317 play,
It
Macbeth,
is very possible that this movie only showed half of Macbeth, guys.
Like
We know
Dune.
movie do this.
The Tragedy of Macbeth, Part 1.
I mean,
also
if Dune is fucking allowed to do it, then yeah, all right.
shout out to our husband and wife nominees in actor and actress and supporting actor and supporting actress. So we got
Crazy.
Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz in lead, and then we got
Power
Kristen
couple.
Dunst,
On Power
and
Couple.
Jesse Plemons,
And our
supporting,
good boy, our good
our
fat
good boy, Mark
I love
Texas
Jesse
is on.
Plemons. Love Jesse Plemons. I just hate that.
Buddy, he
film
did
is so
not
boring.
deserve that
Sure
nomination.
didn't. He didn't do anything. He wasn't
Holy
there.
shit. Holy shit. I love Jesse Plemons with my whole heart. Like, I love that man, but like, he did not, he wasn't even in the movie.
That man was not there. Like,
Oh,
I know
man.
that like the kid, like Cody Smith McPhee or whatever his name is like, I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. Cause like that dude was not a part of that movie.
Mm-mm.
Honestly, though, like Big Mood, like I love being part of a project.
That's true. Big
Credit.
facts.
Do too much. Big Mood. Good for you.
So best actor. I said Andrew Garfield in Tick Tick Boom was one of the best performances ever. Like, he actually sung.
Agree.
Like, shout out to Rami Malek, you fraud.
Fraud.
Facts.
You owe
Winning
Bradley
that
Cooper an Oscar, bitch.
Yeah, for winning that award when you didn't sing. So like, Tick Tick Boom, what continues to amaze me what they were able to do with that movie. Also, shout out to Lin-Manuel. Like, I know you've gotten your flowers before, but directing debut, and I don't think people have talked about that enough.
Yeah, he went kind of crazy, not gonna lie
Yeah.
to you. Like, I know we had Lin-Manuel fatigue, you know, but like
We did. A lot of people.
my boy went crazy. Like,
Y'all know that we have a Latina woman on our podcast right now, as y'all slander Lin-Manuel, right?
I'm not gonna slander him. I watch Hamilton still religiously.
Slander. More of a pulse on how people have been feeling about it. I don't feel slander, but yeah, Encanto is out here, guys. Too, like, that's my shit.
I
as
have
well.
Encanto fatigue.
Lin-Manuel. Yeah.
Oh my god, Dex. So yeah, go ahead.
Lin-Manuel has done every Disney movie. Hamilton has not gone away anywhere.
And it
He
won't.
was like rapping for the president. Like, it was just like, people were like, "Yeah, are we doing this forever? We doing this Lin-Manuel thing?"
I
Right?
get
And then he puts out this movie where it's better than the one that he wrote. Actually,
Yeah, it's better than the original musical.
Yeah, it's better than the original musical. It's better than In the Heights that came out this year. It's crazy. And then he directs this performance from Andrew Garfield, and I think he probably had a huge hand in like directing them how to like sing and everything. I'm sure of it. And it just was just a brilliantly crafted like adaptation of several source materials
Agreed.
to put this in. And yeah, I don't know.
Look at Lin-Manuel, like going back to his roots, getting all the theater people back on his side.
Oh,
Yeah.
With this very niche like, homage to just the most theater shit that you can think
We had
of.
Caitlin Zeller on the other day, and she is like a theater critic. She is an actor, if you will. And she was like, "Yeah, it's brilliant." And so I was like, I knew it was going to be fire. Like when she was saying,
actor speaks up. But before we move on to the next category, I know we're going to the next one. I can't stress this enough, listeners. The Tragedy of Macbeth is fucking phenomenal.
Thanks.
I am on cloud nine off that movie alone for like the past. I'm not kidding. Do not miss seeing this movie in theaters. I don't care. Rent out the 3 seats next to you.
I've already missed it in theaters. I watched it at home.
that
But
Apple
Oh my
TV
God.
Plus got my $6 this one time.
Bro, like I said this about A Quiet Place Part 2. Please watch it in theater. Or not, I'm sorry, not Part 2, Part 1. Please watch it in theaters. I feel this way about The Tragedy of Macbeth. That movie is fucking insanely good. I'm not, and Denzel's been in the game for how long? He himself said this was one of his favorite of his fucking career. He had an amazing time making this movie.
He said Cohen is a genius, and he had a great time making this film.
But one
Cohen
of
is a
the
genius.
times in his career, this is Denzel Washington. Go watch that movie. That's all I have to say. You can't.
And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you cannot slander Denzel Washington and be considered a serious person. Like, you just can't.
That's
do
facts.
That. Never.
That's facts.
Do not ever speak to me again. Don't. I saw somebody the other day tweeted like, "Oh, Denzel plays the same character in all his movies.
No,
He's only
no, he
playing
doesn't.
himself." Get the fuck out of my face. You're an unserious person. Stop talking to me about movies.
Bro,
Get the
seeing
fuck out of here.
First of all, seeing the Coen brothers do a Shakespeare film as the
Coen brother.
as
It was-
the
it was just
one
Joel.
Coen brother.
Just Joel.
Seeing Joel make a Shakespeare movie, being a fan of the Coen brothers for my entire life, is just like one of the most insane experiences of my life. And then Denzel is giving these, you understand, like maybe 45% of what they're saying, but the way Denzel is delivering his lines, the way he's so slow it's literally perfect, but it's
I
also unlike any other Denzel performance you've ever seen. It's not the same at all. This guy
It's not the same at all.
he's
Like,
great.
really
I watched it at home with subtitles, so like, because I
Yeah.
wanted to understand 100% of what they were saying. I don't know how I would have made it
I
in
feel you.
theaters, but
And
yeah.
Frances McDormand ate too. I don't see any awards for her for that, but
She did eat.
She's just a goat. She's one of the goats at this point, to be completely
Facts.
honest with you. Like
they
she's
weren't gonna
really-
give her number 4 for this, but
No,
she-
not for this.
Yeah, you're not gonna
They
break the
should
record
have.
on this one. Like, it's one of those. It's like a UFC fight. You gotta beat the champion. You can't let it go to decision. Like, nah, fam, we're not gonna let you tie the Oscar record on.
Like
on
you and
this
Meryl
one.
got to go head to head one year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to be a finish. You can't just fucking like. We're not gonna give you a split decision to break the tie between you and Meryl Streep and put you in the number 1 spot. No.
Perma goat, yeah.
Denzel is like the. I literally can't just. They're both those performances by those two black gentlemen are just so. Then Will Smith hasn't given us a banger in almost a decade, and all of a sudden,
so
like
long.
he comes out and it's like, oh, this movie, like people are saying, oh, I'm going to see the Venus and Serena movie, but this movie is not the Venus and Serena movie.
No, it's a Will
This
Smith
is the
movie.
Will Smith showcase movie. Like he is on screen the entire time, and he's just giving it everything. And it's just so cool to see him play another guy who people like to say plays the same kind of characters. You're seeing him play somebody you've never seen Will Smith play a character like this before.
If
This
he
is not.
doesn't win, I feel like I would understand if it goes to Denzel or maybe even for me, Andrew Garfield, because I feel like the star has been fading a little bit because it came out so long ago.
Yep.
But like he's been the leader in the clubhouse for so long. It's like
It's hard
it's
to
like-
keep that lead. It's
it's
very
like
hard to
late.
keep that lead.
It's like late stage
Yeah.
Tiger going into Sunday, man. It's like,
Yeah.
is he gonna like?
Hey,
is he
but
gonna get it?
don't sleep though. That book is still moving in these streets. My mom, my mom talked to me in real life about Will Smith's book, like because she's still making her way through.
Saw it on the
Like,
shelves the other day. Yeah.
that book's still moving in these streets. So you know when he
I
comes
don't
back with
know.
Jada Pinkett on his arm, talking about
Mo,
how
you
hard it
think
was, you know.
I can't believe I did it. Like Mo, do you think he's a favorite in the clubhouse? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I think so. Like I said, I don't. This is really tough for me, but yeah, I definitely think so. I want him.
Ryan, man, we got 3 months left until he has to win this award.
Yeah,
It's like baseball season. Like you don't win it in June.
it's so tough too because I think TJ, you were talking about what you called, and I'm telling you guys, like I'm on record in my Twitter Spaces. I was in there like, y'all haven't watched King Richard? Why? Go watch it. Like I had a whole room on Will Smith, and we were talking about best performances by Will Smith and like the difference between best performance and the best movie. And I was like, yo, y'all are about to add King Richard to your shit. Like I promise you, watch out. Like that performance is award winning. And sure enough, here he is being nominated. So I don't know, he deserves it.
I think he
But-
deserves it. Will he win it? I
No,
don't
I-
know.
yeah.
There is a very real scenario where we
I
get
can't-
the 5 shot, the 5 boxes, and he's just left staring at the screen like Leo. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
For, for how many times at this point now? Yeah.
this feels like his last best shot at it. You know? Like,
Yeah, it feels. I mean, his last. Wait, has he been nominated yet?
he's
yeah,
been
he was nominated for
twice.
Pursuit
He's
of Happiness
nominated.
and Ali. I
Yep.
think.
Ali, right? He was nominated for Ali. I feel like that was his last time, and we said that time because he's done so much already. But I don't know, man. We'll see. He ate in King Richard, though. Seriously.
Ate.
Not only is it like an Oscar turning performance, it's like his best movie in years. Like you were
Yes,
saying.
a very long time.
I'm telling you, I was in there and I was like, okay, Pursuit of Happiness, Ali, I Am Legend. We get it. I was like, King Richard's about to be at the top 5 for you guys in 2021.
Yeah.
Will Smith is still dropping bangers for you guys.
I'm hoping this is like his legacy. Like I want them to get the legacy vote. I'm usually against legacy votes, but I want it for Will Smith. Give him
Well,
a
I
Has
mean-
man.
Denzel won it?
Twice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Max.
training day.
Twice. Okay.
Oh, of course.
Yes. yes,
Denzel.
yes.
Yeah.
What was the second one? It wasn't Fences, was it?
Glory.
Glory. That's
Right?
I
Okay,
think he
yeah,
won
we-
for supporting actor for Glory. He got
Will
the
Smith-
Glory tier. and
Will Smith's
everything.
got to get this. Will Smith has to get this.
Will Smith's who I want to win. I think Cumberbatch is going to win, unfortunately.
Nah,
but
I don't think so.
He accepts the award and looking good, then that's
All right.
It's
We
Black
don't want to
History
make
Month.
predictions on this. I think we all made the prediction that we want Will Smith to win.
Yay.
But my thing about I gotta get this out before Tragedy of Macbeth. I'm a big dumb idiot. So Tragedy of Macbeth was only good the last 20 minutes to me. Like
What?
I mean, that's fair.
No, it was a good movie. Like I understand.
You only enjoyed it the last 20 minutes.
I enjoyed it the last 20 minutes. I know it's a good movie. I know what they were doing with having the entire thing in a sound stage, and it's all in 4:3 and it's black and white. I get it. I know. I get it. I'm a big dumb idiot. Didn't follow it at all. I was like, okay. And then the last like 20 minutes, Francis McDormand is dying. He's fighting Corey Hawkins, who actually had a really good performance, by the way.
Shout out to Corey Hawkins.
Shout out to Corey Hawkins.
And then he gets his head chopped off. I'm like, this was great. The cinema. Like, it was awesome. Like, yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna throw you because I feel you a little too much slander for changed my life low key. But I'm with you. The first 15 minutes, I think I was just so fucking high. I was like,
that's why you liked it. You were watching it.
I was like, what's happening? But the story's so simple. So it's like the fact that I didn't know what the words meant didn't really like. The story's so simple. So it's like I figured it out.
I'm obsessed with that movie. The sound. I mean, what really got me was the performances, guys. Every motherfucker in there, and then like it was just so exciting to see a lot of like black actors in that movie too, and like to see
it really is cool to see black people at the
and how they just like don't bring it up, like it's just not a part.
It's like not a thing. It's not a part of the movie.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. He's like, you're my nephew, and he's just like black, black white guy.
He's just like black.
like thank you, Joel Cohen. Like that's how you fucking do it. I don't know. I had a fucking great time again. So Royden, I feel like I felt like you did for maybe the first 15 minutes. Like, what the fuck is what? Why are we seeing this? Who is this? Where are the fucking birds? What's going on? And then I'm like, yo, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
I just loved it. Read my review on Apollo. Like I love that movie.
I'm a big
love the Coen brothers. I love the Coen brothers. I hope they make movies for the next 100 years. I just love them so much.
I'm just a big dumb idiot because like anytime Shakespeare for anything, it could be the stupid Leonardo DiCaprio one. Like I am just like, I'm out.
While we're here, we've gone long on this. Let's transition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up a snub for supporting actress from Tragedy of Macbeth. My queen, Catherine Hunter, who played all three of the witches.
Yeah.
Good Lord. There was a little bit of like an awards push for her. Like obviously she didn't like win anything or get nominated for anything, but she would have deserved it because that was fucking terrifying and amazing. She like
it was really really terrifying.
Very physical performance too.
Yeah, she was like the creepiest person I've ever seen and was like bending herself in all these very weird ways and playing three people at the same time. Incredible. But the people actually nominated for actress in a supporting role, we got Jessie Buckley in The Lost Daughter, Ariana DeBose in West Side Story, Judi Dench in Belfast, #Belfast Boys, Kirsten Dunst in The Power of the Dog, and Anjanette Ellis in King Richard.
We told you.
We did call that. We literally called that.
King Richard episode. We told y'all she needs that love too. And now we're here.
Her thing in the kitchen where I have always supported you. It was just like one of those. It was just one of those things.
She went crazy, bro. She went absolutely crazy.
When your son shows up here asking for money, it was just like one of those things.
Incredible.
She's amazing in Lovecraft Country. That's when I started I was like, who is this? That she's the one. But yeah, King Richard, Anjanette Ellis in the kitchen scene, like that's a scene that will stick with me forever.
That's the one they're going to show the clip of at the
Absolutely.
Yes, that's going to be the clip.
That's
I feel like they made put that scene in there for the Oscars. They were like, we got to give her this moment. Get in here, run an ISO. You about to cook.
That's exactly it. Run ISO for Anjanette.
Like you have 48 points. We're getting the fuck out of here. You are scoring 50 right now.
What was so powerful is I thought the movie was like really gonna like change like significantly after that, and it did. That was definitely a turning point. But I was like, oh shit, is this gonna be her movie? I said, oh shit, she about to go off. Like we're not even gonna see King Richard anymore. that's how like moving. That's how moved I was. So
a lot of there was, there may be a little bit of like historical effort behind this. Is wide open to me. I think Judi Dench may win. But Ariana DeBose for West Side Story, that actually was nominated for an Oscar back in the day, as well, for that same character. So maybe there's a little push to get her that.
The Oscars like what they like, man. They like what they like.
Black. She's a Black, queer, Latina, Italian. That's how she identifies. So
damn.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Yeah,
okay, now I'm changing my vote to her. She's gonna win.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, I don't have I don't know if Kirsten Dunst should have been nominated. Like her over Jesse Plemons, yes, but like in general, like she kind of was just drunk and cried. So like I don't know.
I mean, she was good.
Hey,
I don't know who I would given it to over her.
There's a movie that I watched recently that I think was snubbed for a lot of Oscars, which I don't know, Mo, if you've seen this movie. It's called 9 Days. It came out to literally like no one watching it. Like Zazie Beetz could have actually snuck in there for me.
Oh shit! I know who I would given it to over her. Ruth Negga. How did we not talk about that? Yeah, I don't know if y'all have seen Passing, but
I did not watch 9 Days, and I heard about it. I did not watch that movie.
It kind of got like some up and down from like fans. Critics really loved it, but I thought it was a brilliant movie. And also I thought it's Winston Duke's best performance of his career. And I would have put him in like even the best actor nomination, but nobody saw it. Like literally less people saw it than
what
like West
streaming service did it come on? Hulu? I was like, I feel like I was looking for it on Hulu one time, and I was like, where is it? I don't even know where.
I don't even know if it's on anything. Like I think
where is this movie at?
Yeah, I watched it on a plane. That's why.
Okay, got it.
It's new in my memory, but like when I saw it, even on my phone, I was like, "How the fuck was this not nominated for anything?"
Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Thank you.
It's a brilliant movie.
I also have a movie that pretty much nobody saw that I think was snubbed for some nominations, and it's called Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah,
agreed.
It was snubbed. A little small independent film.
As one of the few people who has seen this movie, I think I have to say that that Jamie Foxx was snubbed for his role as a supporting actor in that movie.
I watched this one on Netflix. Did y'all see this one?
Not a lot of people heard about it. I watched it on some weird, Chinese website. But
I watched the Spider-Man and Green Goblin fight on WWE the other night.
Oh yeah, my king. Why wasn't he nominated?
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't think I've seen this movie. I need to write it down. Which movie is it?
It's called Spider-Man.
Right, yeah, Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Let me write it down real quick. Which
also
one?
known as the Spider-Man or
Spider-Man, right?
Okay. Spider-Man's, yes.
No,
Spider-Man.
Trace Spider-Man.
Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man.
This is a new guy.
Yeah.
This is a new guy.
No, so best supporting actress. I'm Judi Dench at like 89. Is she gonna win?
No, she's not.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
How was her performance in Belfast? It
was great. Yeah, she was great. She
just
didn't do that much. She plays the grandmother of the little kid.
How much screen time did she even get?
Damn, she is old. She was born in 1934.
The movie is an hour and a half. She might have been in it for like 20 minutes.
Okay,
like 20 minutes out of an hour and a half movie.
Okay.
But Katrina Balfe, or I don't know how to pronounce her name. Katrina Balfe, whatever. The other supporting actress in that movie. I was surprised she didn't get nominated in lead or supporting. I think she had like a kind of category split there. Like they put her in.
Didn't matter for Power of the Dog. They put.
No, but like her as an individual, she had a category split. Like some people probably voted her supporting, some people probably voted her lead, but not enough voted like across both that she got nominated for either one. I would have put her in supporting actors over Judi Dench, but Judi Dench is like purely a support actress in that movie, so that's probably why she got the nom. But
interesting. Moving on to, do we have anybody that we think will win?
Ariana DeBose is probably the favorite.
Probably
for me at
favorite.
this point.
Okay.
I'll just be very pissed if we end up with Jesse Buckley and Olivia Colman winning 2 awards for playing the same person. That would be very annoying to me personally. But it's possible. We'll see.
Best supporting actor, kind of a little contentious here. Syrian Hines, who I picked to win actually for Belfast.
Belfast boys.
Troy Coster for Coda. Jesse Plemons for The Power of the Dog. J.K. Simmons sneaking in there. I mean, people love him for being the Ricardos, and Cody Smith McPhee, Ender's Game sneaking in there for Best Supporting Actor for Power of the Dog. We love Jesse Plemons. We just had a whole rant about you, buddy. I don't know how you snuck into this one. Please come on the podcast. Mark, Texas native, but dear Lord, you have had better roles than this.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he was good, but he just wasn't there. He
wasn't in the movie.
J.K. Simmons was really good. I watching Being the Ricardos, I watched it on like Sunday. I thought, oh, J.K. Simmons. I wonder why I haven't heard his name much. He's pretty good in this. People like him, but here he is. I think the thing that is going to be really interesting about this race is whether or not Troy Kotzer, I don't know how to say his last name, whether or not he makes a real push in this, because I think people really like Coda, and I think people really like the story and the idea of having a deaf person win. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if that there's a
deaf person has won before though, by the way.
Yeah, I think we'll see if he can build that momentum. And also he just seems like a really nice dude, and he was super excited to get nominated and shit like that. He posted this really funny video after his reaction to getting nominated. So we'll see if he can do it, but I think Cody Smith McPhee is probably the favorite at this point.
I think maybe they'll give it to Kieran Hines. Been around forever, been in everything. That he's like, oh, I've seen that dude. He's that guy.
Mm-hmm. I want him to be my grandpa after watching Belfast.
Yeah, if you look up Kieran Hines from Belfast, you've seen him before in stuff. But yeah, I think maybe there's a world where Jesse Plemons and Cody Smith McPhee split the vote.
Maybe. I don't know why you would vote for Jesse Plemons out of that movie if you liked it at all. But it's possible.
Enough people. Yeah, go ahead.
Can we jump into director? Because as someone who's only seen one of the 5 films, I'm really interested to hear y'all's thoughts on these directors.
The best director, Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza.
Boo.
Kenneth Branagh for Belfast.
Yay.
Jane Campion for The Power of the Dog. Ooh, holy shit.
Big boo.
Yeah, that's a hard one for Drive My Car.
I was just seeing how you pronounce his name for Drive My Car. I'm so sorry.
Let's throw in Steven Spielberg for West Side Story. I'll help you. I'll say that with that really hard name.
I think it's Ryosuke Hamaguchi. Yeah.
Ryosuke Hamaguchi. Sorry, I've had 1 or 4 drinks doing this podcast. Yeah.
Suke.
I can't believe you tried to say it again after you got it out there the first time. I can't believe you tried to say it again.
Hamaguchi for Drive My Car, and then Steven Spielberg. My pick is that they're going to give it to Steven Spielberg to be messy. Why not?
Yeah, I can actually buy that. Real talk.
He hadn't won in 20 years. They need people to watch this. Give it to Steven S.
Wait, you mean to tell me you think Steven Spielberg is going to win Best Director for a movie that didn't make any money? Steven Spielberg, really?
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park made $1 bajillion.
I know. I'm just saying, that's Jurassic Park guy. That's his name. Jurassic Park. He's gonna win an Oscar for fucking West Side Story.
Oh shit! Saving Private Ryan won an Oscar.
Yeah.
First of all, let me let your resident polyglot Japanese woman in here. It's Ryusuke Hamaguchi. So it's much faster than it's Ryusuke Hamaguchi. It's much faster. Yes. Secondly, that he needs to win that. I love Japanese films and directing. I love foreign film. Drive My Car deserves Best Directing. I know that they want PTA to get it, and I do not. So
there's plenty of good PTA movies that they can award without awarding the creepiest PTA movie, and that's really saying something, because some of those movies, I mean, the guy made a movie about Mark Wahlberg being a porn star, so he's had some creepy movies before.
I also feel like, it's Paul Thomas Anderson. He'll be back Like,
Yes, he'll be back.
like, you can just give it to my man Hamaguchi right now. You
How-
never know if
how-
he'll be back. Like,
How old is
give
he?
him his shit.
How
Oh,
old
this
is
PTA?
Yeah,
Nearly
how old is
50.
PTA?
He's in his 50s, right?
Nearly 50.
Not even 50. He'll be
51.
back. He'll definitely
51.
be back.
All right.
But yeah, like he's Paul Thomas Anderson. Like they're gonna keep letting him make movies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
y'all gonna
like,
keep nominating him for shit. Y'all nominated him 18 times. Like,
agreed. Let's just not give it to him, and also not award licorice pizza with anything. And
Yeah.
then let's go for the next movie. It's fine. Everybody's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm gonna give it to Ryusuke, like Hamaguchi, like give it to the Japanese. You know, I'm still riding high off of my Bong Joon-ho years, so let's do it.
Mhm.
Give it to him.
sight unseen, I do feel like it would make sense for them to give Drive My Car directing and then probably
Exactly.
not give it Best Picture. But
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Just direct, because again, it's like, I mean, like you guys saying, PTA, we get it, fine. Jane Campion, Power of the Dog, less on Jane Campion, more on like Power of the Dog, get over it. Steven Spielberg, that's fine. For me, it's between him and Kenneth. Like,
But-
give
y'all know
Belfast or
y'all
Drive
know
My
I
Car.
love Belfast. My
I
man
think
made a
Kenneth Branagh will-
semi-autobiographical, black and white, 90-minute, beautiful, perfect film. Give him
Yeah,
the awards, please.
like give me
Monique, have
something
you seen
different.
Belfast?
Yes, I've seen part
Okay,
of it.
got it.
I've seen, okay, so I've seen the entire movie, but I saw it separately and I hate when I do that. So I need to go back and watch it one way through. But I
Yeah.
have seen the entire movie.
Please give it to Kenneth Branagh so he can continue to make good films and stop being a shill for Disney, like in making bad Disney films.
Uh-oh.
What else has he made?
He made Death on the Nile, which I was supposed to go see tonight at a
Oh,
premiere, and I was
no!
like, nah, I'd rather not, actually.
He
Let's do
made
this podcast.
he made the two worst Thor movies.
No, don't tell me this guy made Thor 1 and 2.
He did.
He's very handsome.
Monique,
But
it is
Tej,
Black
I'm-
History Month.
Tease,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
telling you, this movie is incredible. You're going to love it.
Wait. This guy made those Thor movies I hate so much.
He also
He's
made
also,
like
like-
Jack Reacher or something like that.
No, well, like we're
Wait.
we're lowering his career. He like he made
Wait a
he
minute.
made a bunch of like Shakespearean like
Well,
really good
maybe I should
films.
ask, what is the good stuff that he made prior to Belfast?
He has made Henry V. He has made. Sorry,
I am so tired of y'all getting Jack Ryan and Jack Reacher confused. I'm talking to you, bro.
They're both about two white bros that go around doing white bro stuff. What do you
All
mean?
right, bro.
It's one of them
Let's
white
stick
bro
to the-
military movies.
Let's
That's-
just stick to the
Yeah, what-
Shakespearean.
They're the
Romeo
same.
Ju- Bro, all right, bro. You know how I feel about this.
made Henry
yeah.
V. He made Hamlet. Much Ado About Nothing.
Yes.
He's like a Shakespearean sort of trained actor, but he's recently he was doing like he did Thor,
Artemis Fowl.
Artemis Fowl,
Oh,
which is
no.
like ugh.
We're not going to talk about that. Let's
But
move
I
on.
am telling you, Belfast goes so fucking hard, bro. And
It
it's
is
only
really good.
90 minutes. 90 minutes.
I
An
in
do
and
like
out.
it.
incredibly
Nice.
easy watch. And it's so cute. It was
Yeah.
so cute to me.
They snubbed my boy Jude Hill, but we'll allow it. That's fine.
It was so
Jamie
cute.
Dornan also may have gotten snubbed as well too. I don't know how he fits in there. Maybe supporting actor, but like
Kieran Hines probably over him for me, but yeah.
So y'all want the Hamaguchi as Drive My Car?
I'm going to
That's
watch
my
Drive My Car
prediction.
probably
I haven't
tonight.
seen the movie, so
Definitely
I
mine.
can't say that I want him.
Oh, that's the one
Although
movie y'all haven't
you-
seen. Okay, yeah.
you
Yes,
don't-
you are the only one who's seen it, Mo. So what's this movie?
Oh my
Is
god.
it good?
Well, y'all tell me. I've already told, it's fantastic. So y'all let me know, because now I'm curious. Well, without that one, do y'all want Kenneth to win? Because y'all haven't seen Belfast either, except for me and Dad.
I'll give it to Kenneth, but give my boy Stephen S. An Oscar. Here's the thing: you don't win Best Director without winning Best Picture anymore. Rarely.
I like that. I like it when they
Rarely.
split them. I
Yeah.
like it when they split them.
Didn't last year's get split?
No.
It was
No,
Chloe Zhao
No,
both
it was
times,
it
right?
was Chloe and it was Nomad. Who
I
was
think it might have been the year before.
the year
like,
before it didn't got
2020.
split. Yeah.
Yeah, the year Parasite won, Bong Joon-ho didn't win. Best
Parasite
Yeah, he did.
won.
Director. Did he?
Yeah, he won for Best Director. Yes, he did.
I thought they only won Best Picture.
He won 3 Oscars that year, I think.
Good. He deserved them all.
He flexed so hard with them all too. It was so
Oh
dope.
my God, love
He was
him.
like the Adele pick with all those Grammys. He was like them with the Oscars.
He
or
made
whatever.
he literally made a perfect film, so he deserved to
So
walk away with all the marbles.
Wait, did he?
Right.
I'm probably mispronounced. Hold on. He probably won for screenplay. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if he won for best director. I feel like
No,
I
he
didn't
did.
think that he did.
Best
Oh, he
picture
did?
and best director. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, good for him. So okay, on that note, Royden, since you're correct, that makes this a little bit more difficult.
They split
Because-
it with Green Book and Roma the year
Oh,
before
was
that.
2019.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was God.
That's what it was.
2019
Alfonso
Os-
Cuarón
2019
won for
Oscars
Roma.
for 2018.
If
Well,
they
yeah,
had
and
given
everybody
Green
thought
Book-
Roma was going to win.
Yeah.
And
And then
then
Can you
they
imagine
gave it
the
to Green Book.
Remember the Farley brothers winning an Oscar for best director?
I was just about to say that.
So if they don't split it, then it's going to be between PTA and Spielberg and maybe Kenneth. If they don't split it with the best
Steven
picture.
Spielberg is not winning an Oscar for a movie that made no money. It's a Steven Spielberg movie. It's supposed to make
I
money.
promise. I want people to watch the Oscars, man. That's what I said in my predictions. They want people to watch the Oscars. He hasn't
Nah.
won one in 20 years. Can you
Put me
believe that?
down for he'll be back. Put me down on this podcast as my prediction. Steven Spielberg will not win this award.
He probably won't, but
No, he won't.
from the director best picture perspective, then who's winning? Belfast?
Belfast.
Okay.
I feel like Power of the Dog is gonna. God
No,
damn it! I'm
please
so.
don't
That's
do
what I'm
so
saying.
sad.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Please.
this has to be Jane then.
I'm so downtrodden.
If this is the Power of the Dog Oscars, they win the top 3 awards. I'm going to be furious.
Yeah, no, the Oscars infuriates often, so be ready.
I feel like it's going to be like we're probably going to be like live streaming something for this for Apollo or whatever.
Mhm.
I feel like just throughout the night, like every time the Power of the Dog wins an award, you're just going to see me get just sadder and sadder
Drunker.
and sink into my chair and like
Oh.
just not being able to handle it. And then
I-
they're going to announce it as best picture. I'm just going to just fall down on the ground.
Everyone sounds so stressed.
This would be my least favorite outcome of the Oscars in a long time, to have like the Power of the Dog wins 6 Oscars. If that is the headline after the Oscars, I am fucked because I'm getting very drunk, because that would make me very sad.
So drunk.
This movie is
So
very
drunk.
boring, y'all. It is extremely boring.
We're gonna have to
I might
record
have to, like,
3 days later.
Might have to make a game out of it. Like every time, like Power of the Dog wins
Take
an
a
award, I
shot.
got to take a shot. Yeah, just to get through the pain. Or maybe
Uh,
it'll be like the Bohemian Rhapsody year where they were winning awards and everyone was like, "What?" And then we got to all the awards that matter, and they were like, "None for
Like,
you."
no, fuck you.
Like, we're done now.
And the more y'all talk about it, this was on Netflix, right?
Yeah,
Power of the Dog
Yes.
was on. I was like, I watched this movie on Netflix, which is why it
Netflix
was,
has 2 movies up for Best Picture, which is insane to think about.
Don't
Yeah,
look
I
up
think
as
that's-
getting shit. They're not getting anything. Like, they're all gonna show up there and look hot and like. not
What
gonna
pisses
get-
me off is that if it wins so much, people are going to go back and watch this movie, and then we're going to have to hear them talk about it after the Oscars too. I'm like, God damn
Oh
it.
God,
Yeah.
that dialogue wasn't very fun.
Read my
Never.
review before you watch it. Don't.
I told people yesterday on Twitter,
Don't.
this is why people don't give a fuck about the Oscars, because you tell them that shit like Power of the Dog is real cinema,
3 hours.
and
That
they
movie
watch
is
it and they're
3
like, "This
hours.
is
It's so
bullshit.
long.
It fucking
That
sucks."
movie is so long. It's so long. God bless it. It's
I
such a
will
long
say,
movie.
every
I'm-
minute of it too.
Oh God.
I'm glad it's on. I'm glad it's on Netflix, so I could pause it. If I was stuck in that theater, I don't walk out of movies. I would have walked.
I would have walked out. I wouldn't have
I
made
would
it.
have fallen asleep. All right, let's move on. Yeah. 'Cause-
To some ones real quick that we care about. Of course, screenplay, best adapted screenplay, which a lot of people like. Coda, Drive My Car, Dune, The Lost Daughter, Power of the Dog. I think this may go to. I don't know. That's maybe up in the air. Maybe they give it to Coda. That may be the one that they sneak in there or something. You know.
Yeah,
You,
I can see that.
you know what the people want. The people want animated feature. I think we did an episode of every single one of these movies.
Yeah, we'll get there here in a second. Best original screenplay, Belfast. It's called a deep tease. You would tease? Sorry, I tried to like
Whole lot
burn
of
you.
ease
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
No, it
Yeah,
just-
that was rough. Sorry. You wouldn't know it from the industry standards. Belfast, Don't Look Up, King Richard's Licorice Speech of the Worst Person in the World movie, which I don't know if anybody's seen. Best
I
best
have.
original screenplay. Oh, good lord.
People fucking love
Oh,
Worst Person in the World. I haven't
so,
seen it yet, but I feel
as
like
a-
that might win this one because it's the only thing it's
As a
nominated for.
yes, I'm just gonna put in mine real quick. This is easy. As a writer, the movie that I would have been, written and enjoyed to be a part of was The Worst Person in the World. So I hope that movie wins original screenplay because that is how you write a fucking movie. That's it.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm telling you guys.
I have to
Friend of
see
the
it.
pod, Eric, he called it one of the best movies of the year for sure. So
It's fantastic.
This goes to Belfast. Easy.
Cute story too.
Best animated. Oh wait, sorry. Best animated feature. Encanto, Flea, a movie which I don't know. They always
I've
have
never
one
heard
of
of
these.
Flea.
I just saw promo for Flea today. Like I literally just saw it today watching it.
I saw trailers for it. I didn't even know
What
where
the
to
hell is
actually
this?
watch the movie, but
It didn't look.
It looks interesting, and it's also like not a Disney. It's like PG-13. So like
it's
I always love
it's a
when that happens.
documentary.
I didn't even know it was animated.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
what?
think
How did
it's-
you see a trailer for it?
No. I just saw promo. Like I saw the
Oh,
poster Flea,
got it.
and I was like, "Is this?" I didn't know it was animated.
I think it's a documentary, yeah, but it's like animated and it's
Animated
like telling people's real
what-
stories
I guess it's what
about
type of
escaping some type of war or something. I don't remember.
what type of
the exact
animation.
Holy
I think
shit.
that's what threw me off. What type of animation is it? Like?
It-
Like look at the poster, guys. It doesn't look like.
Looks like 2D animation sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, Riz Ahmed was an executive producer, and also
Oh.
Jamie from Game of Thrones.
Nice.
Yeah, it's PG-13, which I always love when like adult animated films are nominated too. You rarely get that. Luca, The Mitchells versus Machines, one of my favorites of the year, and Raya and the Last Dragon, also one of my favorites of the year.
Love that for you, Ruben.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Taste.
Yeah, three Disney movies. I
All
could have
bangers,
sworn.
by the
I could have
way?
sworn to God that Raya and the Last Dragon was nominated last year. I don't know how that happened.
No, that's why everything is so weird this year, man. Like, what movies delayed release? What's happening here?
Yeah,
It's
Pandemic
been a long
Warp.
time. It's been, yeah.
But yeah,
Also,
last year
yeah.
was Soul and Onward, like
Yeah.
that batch of movies. We were, at least I was back in theaters, back in these streets when Raya and the Last Dragon came out.
Right.
You know, we were at home for the ones that were last year. But
Raya and the Last Dragon is one of the more beautiful animated films I think I've ever seen.
mhm.
It won't win. I think more people like Luca, and Encanto's fine. It's like it's fine.
People are going crazy
And-
over
and-
Encanto.
Encanto. Yeah, they're
Encanto.
going crazy over it.
Encanto. Encanto's fine. I enjoyed it. Caitlin and I watched it at home on Disney Plus, as one does with these movies now, because that's what you
Monique,
do.
did you like Encanto?
I'm obsessed with it. I cried like 15 times.
Mm.
Speaking
Okay.
of though, the most beautiful, didn't Shang-Chi get nominated or not?
It did
It
for
got
something. I don't
nominated
remember what.
When
Below
we're
the
talking
Line.
beautiful, hell yeah, that's my shit right there.
It's visual
Uh,
effects. Yeah.
I think
that's just
Yeah, I think Raya and the Last Dragon is the better of all of the ones that I've seen, but I had the best time watching the Mitchells versus the Machines. I think it's one of the
Banger.
funniest things that I really thought it was really good. Dex, you take it or
Banger.
leave it, but like it's
I liked
a little
it. It
long.
was too long, but yeah.
It is too long, but it also is a banger. It's very dope. But
I
it
wouldn't be
is-
surprised
I'm
if
getting-
it
I'm
wins.
getting- I'm getting
I really
exposed
wouldn't.
on this podcast. I don't be finishing movies. Damn. 'Cause I,
Yeah, you started this. You did not. It's very long.
I
though,
did.
so
Yeah, I started this with I think about halfway. I'm gonna finish it. Mitchells versus the Machines, what I'm talking about. Luca was fantastic, Encanto was fantastic. Raya and the Last Dragon was great, although I didn't really get to focus on that movie because I watched it with my goddaughters, and that didn't go too well. But
Kids
it
Kill
looked
Bill,
really-
incredible.
It looked really great. And then Flea, I haven't seen. I won't be mad if Luca wins. I was really excited. I put Luca in my
Nah.
newsletter. It's really
Nah.
cute.
It is mid-tier Pixar to me.
And that's fine, yeah. But the story was really like,
There
you
will
know.
be
Mid-tier
no,
Pixar be
there will
selling
be
Shout
no
out to
Luca
Italians.
yeah, we're not gonna
slander
slander Luca
on
on
this
the
podcast.
podcast.
Shout out to
I
Italians.
will.
Thank
We
you.
are
Luca's
big-
good.
Roy,
Thank
we are
you,
big
TJ and
Luca
Dex.
stands on this
Thank
you.
podcast.
Yeah.
Doncic?
We have
Fat-
always
We would never
loved-
support that fat bum.
We have always loved the movie
Wow.
Luca. You're very
Yes.
excited about the next Pixar project, Turning Red. We have never once slandered a Pixar project ever.
Oh,
Thank you
yes.
so
So-
much, Dex.
Yes,
you know.
right. Absolutely.
Happy to be
Yeah,
here.
No, Luca's the best film I've ever seen.
Mhm.
No, we came on this podcast to slander No Time to Die, which is also nominated in the same category as Shang-Chi. That movie
No,
stinks.
What?
How is No Time to Die in the same? Yeah,
we
no,
like.
I'm good.
We like.
I like No Time to Die, except Rami Malek. We can always
Yeah,
slander
Rami Malek is a pretty big part of that film. and he
defund
stinks.
Rami
Why
Malek.
don't y'all like? All right.
He sucks.
He
Why?
Real quick, have y'all seen any of these documentaries?
No,
I have.
Where's the
Hold
list?
on, let me go to them.
Ascension.
I'm not even gonna look at the
Attica,
list, I can tell you
Flea,
no.
Summer of Soul. A lot of people saw because it was on HBO.
I definitely watched Summer of Soul. I
Riding
can't
with Fire.
find-
nope.
Where is the direct? Summer of Soul is a movie that, and I do mean everyone.
Oh wow, Flea
Everyone.
is in here too. Interesting.
Everyone
Yeah.
needs to watch Summer of Soul. Every single person. It's
Yeah, Flea
such a
is
cool
in-
fucking story.
Flea is an animated feature, documentary, and international feature. So like people
That's
love that
cool.
movie.
Oh, it's
apparently.
definitely winning one of those. I'm leaving with
got
something.
to, right? Yeah.
What a
What is
wild.
it? What is it about?
It's about people that are fleeing some war, but it's like they animate these people's stories. So like the people are
Oh,
telling
that
the
sounds-
stories,
That sounds
but they're
really
animating it.
It
That sounds
follows
really
the story of a man named Amin Nawabi who shares his hidden past for the first time of fleeing his country.
That
That
sounds
sounds really
phenomenal.
Yeah, I think it's about people fleeing wars
Oh,
and going to
yeah.
the UK.
He leaves Afghanistan for Denmark, apparently.
Y'all need to watch Definition Please and The Disciple on Netflix. All right, so I'm gonna say.
Best cinematography, ones that we love on here, of course. Dune, I think probably wins.
Dude's gonna
Tragic-
win.
Tragedy Macbeth has a good shot.
Incredible.
I will say this: the Power of the Dog looked great. It looked
Yeah,
great.
it did.
Um,
Nothing was happening, but it was a very picture.
Nothing
very
was
pretty
happening
picture.
at all.
Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns. It
West
was
Side
like watching a really well done like diorama of the Wild West, quote unquote, because like it's really not even that wild or west, but you know,
I'm surprised that The Harder They Fall didn't catch a nomination
For
anything.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm telling you.
cinematography would have been up there for me.
That's
on that
crazy. And editing for The
Yeah.
Harder They Fall.
One. Editing, too,
Amazing.
yeah, that's great.
Amazing.
real
Tragedy
quick, we
Macbeth,
got to
West Side
talk
Story.
about the fact that Coming to America is Oscar nominated.
Wait, the second one?
Yeah, the second one.
Yes, it
Yuck,
is.
What?
For makeup and hairstyling. Coming to
Okay,
America.
well, that's fine.
In there with
Uh,
Cruella, Dune, Eyes of Tammy Faye, and House of Gucci. Shout
Give me
out.
House of Gucci or Cruella. And I watched Cruella much later, much way after it came out. I was like, yo, this is fire.
How did House of Gucci not catch a costume design nomination?
I'm guessing I talked to
We were
a
all
girl we
underwhelmed.
were gonna have on the podcast about House of Gucci. I talked to her. She's like in the fashion industry and whatever. She was saying that all that stuff is literally just like old Gucci clothes you could have bought at a store. Like they didn't like do anything.
I
Yep.
don't
So
know.
that might be it.
Yep.
I thought-
The custom shoes as a gift was like the most impressive thing. But yeah, I think people were underwhelmed about a movie called House of Gucci having old 90s, 80s Gucci stuff that like people were buying and making fakes of because it's literally in the movie. So
I thought
Yeah.
they got access to the Gucci archives. That's why I was like,
Yeah, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
super secret special like
right.
Gucci stuff. It was just like it's just old, you know,
okay.
like so it wasn't like they did a whole lot of crazy costuming or whatever. Not like my boy Paul Tazewell,
shout out.
who went crazy in West Side Story, putting up numbers.
Best visual effects, Dune, Free Guy catching a nomination, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Justice for Spider-Man.
Mhm, mhm.
It's gonna be Dune.
I just want like Tom Holland to just lean all the way in and to just be the villain and show up at every single Oscar campaign event, like shilling hard for Spider-Man No Way Home to win that one category.
Yeah,
Just to
as he's
snatch
about
it.
to put out a bad Sony movie too.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch it, but it's okay.
I love Taika. I love that Lil Rel was in it. Was it Lil Rel and Free Guy? I
Free
think so.
Guy. Yeah.
Yes, literal.
I don't know why.
Free
Free
Guy
Guy-
turned out to be a good movie.
It was
It's
fine.
still it's
It
too
was
long.
fun.
It's too
It was
long,
fine.
but it was fun.
fine. It was fine. There's a lot of visual effects that we could have talked about in this category.
And finally, of course, we got all the like other industry awards, but let's find best original song, which everyone really cares about. Be Alive
Encanto.
by Beyonce Knowles Carter. I don't know if you've heard of
Very
her.
small indie artist.
Small,
Glad to see
yes.
her be represented at the Oscars and get a chance to
Yes.
finally shine on the big stage.
How do you dose what? How is this?
Orangutans.
Orangutans. Yeah. Music and lyrics by Lin-Manuel. Down to Joy by Van Morrison. No Time to Die, Billie Eilish catching a nom.
Look at you, Billy.
And then Somehow You Do for 4 Good Days. Never
Yeah,
heard of it.
apparently it's very bad. And like a lot of critics that I like and respect, they saw it at whatever festival it premiered at, Sundance, I think, and they literally walked out of it. They were like, "Nah, I'm good." But apparently the song slaps. I guess Diane Warren wrote it and Reba performed it in the movie.
Yeah,
so-
Diane
here
Warren.
we
Music
are.
and lyrics by Diane Warren. It's funny because We Don't Talk About Bruno wasn't even nominated because Disney said we're not even putting that up for nominations.
It would have cleaned out. That's why they were shook. That's why.
Are they having the performers come back this year? Because I know they haven't done that the last couple years with the pandemic.
should.
I would like
But
that. I like that.
I would love to see Beyonce perform at the Oscar.
They should if
Yes,
they want
sign me
people to
the fuck up.
watch.
Sign me up.
I
They
would
said
absolutely.
performance by Beyonce. People would watch.
Beyonce and Billie Eilish. Yeah, give me that. Let's go.
Making a concert.
Hey.
Shit. Okay.
It's a tie
So
between Dos Oruguitas and Be Alive for me.
I think
What
Beyonce wins.
Yeah, I
What
say
does
Beyonce.
Dos Oruguitas mean?
Okay, I'm not doing this with you.
What does it mean? I don't know what this movie's about.
Mo might laugh at me if I'm very, very wrong, but I want to say it's Hearts.
2 hearts?
I think so.
Mo, that's not how I learned to say hearts.
That's not what that is.
Okay.
But
what
first
is
of
it?
all, let me just say, I am sick of TJ not pronouncing anything right on this podcast.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
I literally just said it. Dos Oruguitas.
Oruguitas.
Dos
Thank you, Dex.
Oruguitas.
What
Okay, what does
why
it
did
mean?
Dex get it right. It's I think it's 2 caterpillars that there's like going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. I think that's what Oruguita.
Oh, got it.
Ah,
Yeah. So, but
like Hearts
Dex, you
better.
were on the no, that's Corazones. But you were on the right path that it was about 2 lovers.
okay.
So yeah.
Doris Orangutangas.
All right.
No, so we're going long on here. Real quick, what do you think is going to be? Do we have a host? What gimmick do the Oscars do this year to get people to watch?
I think
Like,
they
give
are
me
having
your
a
predictions.
host, but
I want
don't know who it
Zendaya.
is.
I want Zendaya and my son to co-host the Oscars together. I'm still on that train.
I would love that actually.
Tracy Ellis Ross and who presented Leslie presented the nominations, right?
Yeah,
Tracy and Leslie presented them. Did y'all get
Leslie
up?
something. I don't remember what his name
Leslie
was. But I did
Jordan?
watch
Leslie
it. Leslie
Jordan.
Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy from the Miami movie.
Apparently he's from Will and
One Night in
Grace
Miami.
also.
Yes. You're right. TJ.
Yes.
Royden, what was
yes.
the question?
What's the gimmick? Who hosts? Like, what's just give me the vibe that you're getting from this year's Oscars? Like, what's going to be the weird thing? You know, it happens.
The weird thing is the power of the dog is absolutely going to clean out, and I'm going to be
Ugh.
upset.
Please don't
The-
say that, please.
The second weird thing is that most people haven't seen a lot of these movies, and I came in later, but you already talked about it. Like, where were you supposed to watch a lot of these movies if you weren't going to pay $6 or $15
They're 20 for
20.
Belfast.
or $25? You know, like even a lot of movies that aren't on this list, I think were better, and they also cost $25 to watch. So I was like, no one's watching any of this. But Spider-Man: No Way Home was snubbed, and I don't know who's hosting it. Hopefully, a Black person. That's all I got.
Tom
I
Holland.
think the weird thing is going to be that they like play up some of these legacy actors. Like they're gonna play up Will Smith so hard during the ceremony,
And
they're just not
Denzel
gonna
and
win.
Nicole Kidman. Nicole
And then they're
Kidman
not
and
gonna win.
Denzel. Yeah.
They're gonna
They're
give
not
you
gonna,
all,
they're not gonna win.
they're gonna give you like 3 hours of Will Smith is here. It's Will Smith. He's so great. You remember the Fresh Prince, right? You love Fresh Prince. We got Will Smith at the Oscars, baby. Let's go. And then they're gonna give his award to Benedict Cumberbatch, and we're all gonna be like,
Wait, here's the thing. I love to find out like who actually shows up and who doesn't. Like talking about Beyonce, I'm like, how much would they have to charge Beyonce? Like, how much would she charge them to even perform? Like, there's no amount of money.
They don't
There's no
deserve
amount of
Beyonce, but if they're gonna,
That's what I'm saying. Beyonce would have to. They would have to come up off a lot to get her at the Oscars because
I think
already
they would
did.
have to tell her that she's going to win the award, and then she'll show up. But if she's like,
I
don't
don't
know if
even
she's going
think.
to win, I don't think she's
I
going
don't
to.
even think my girl would show up to win. She'll be on that Zoom looking cute and saying thank you. She's not showing up.
she'll just have like Blue sitting on her lap on a Zoom call. Just be like,
I'm very
say
excited
hey
to
to
see-
the peasants.
I'm very excited to see who doesn't
Hi to
show
the
up to the
peasants.
Oscars. I want to see who doesn't show up. That's what I want to see.
Will Smith is there, front row.
There also obviously is going to be a whole lot of, make sure you get your vaccine boosters, and we're all boosted, verified. We're back here in person safely, which I guess like the people who watch the Oscars, like they don't need you to tell them to get boosted. They already got that shit. But
There is going to be somebody that wins for best supporting directorial second unit debut. And they're going to be like, this is why no one can tell you to live your dreams. And me, as a gay cowboy pedophile, would love to. And you're just like, what? Like, it's just like,
Bro,
yeah, somebody who wins for best documentary short is going to spend 20 minutes getting their bars off because this is their moment. And I would do the same shit if I were them. But
I was gonna say,
no,
I feel like y'all judging them because I'll get my bars off. Bro. I'll be up
if
there.
I won an Oscar for best craft services, I would be like, ain't nobody gonna tell me shit. Y'all all suck. Like,
yeah, y'all can play the music if y'all want to. I love having a beat. I'm about to freestyle. Let's go. We still cooking, baby. Y'all can go to commercial. I'm gonna stand up here talking my shit at the Oscars, bitch. But yeah, somebody who wins like best documentary short or something like that is going to
respectfully,
like the person
last,
that won for Octopus Teacher or whatever was just like going on.
the last few years of thank you speeches have been super mid. So hopefully we get something. I like some action. I like some
Denzel
excitement.
go up there. Denzel will body the speech.
Or Will Smith. Can you imagine all the people
I
Will
need
Smith
Will
would
Smith
thank
to win, but also
speech?
Uncle
Yeah.
Phil.
First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. That's his
for real.
Oscar speech.
For real. Well, father that I ever knew. No, I think it'll be another thing for Republicans to get on Twitter and Facebook and be like, can you believe this thing that I didn't even watch said something about vaccines and Biden? Can you believe it? And that is my prediction for the Oscars, by the way.
The Ricky Gervais clips are going to go viral again, even though they're the dumbest shit ever. But,
yeah.
whatever.
So that is my prediction. All right. Any other snubs that we'd like to throw out there before we're going long? But
no.
Okay. We're gonna be doing episode 100 next.
Yes,
episode 100 of this podcast. So we will decide the format of that and stuff at a later date. Mo will probably be joining.
We're gonna,
I love that.
We'll make Mo join and give her. She can sign her Tom Cruise on the podcast, and then we can get her canceled. That's my
Exactly.
Hey, I'm with it. Please, getting canceled is good for your career. It's a tidbit for me again.
Apparently,
I mean, am I wrong? Think about it for a second, guys.
apparently Joseph Rogan can just do whatever he wants and have 100 million subscribers. Yeah,
Exactly.
Mo, you're lucky that Top Gun Maverick kept getting delayed. Otherwise, Tom Cruise would have swept The Oscars
Yeah.
this year.
You know,
facts,
you know,
and
I
you'd have
had,
been hating.
you know, I had a hand in that, right? I said, no, push this shit back.
I am personally spreading
Let's-
COVID.
Let's
around
focus.
America.
Let's focus on how I told y'all in 2012 that Tom Cruise shouldn't have been Jack Reacher, not Jack Ryan, Jack Reacher. And let's get into Alan Richardson.
I love how they went the opposite direction with that show. By the way, it's actually pretty decent on Amazon.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
And they were just like, we're gonna get the biggest motherfucker we've ever seen in their entire life. But this
Because people like me were complaining, bro. Like the movie was fucking awful.
Mo loves Jack Reacher in the books, and she complained the whole time that Tom Cruise was 5'7".
Literally been complaining for a decade.
Mo's out here loving just blonde-haired big white guys. That's
No respect for short king.
During
First of
Black
all,
History Month. That's crazy.
Benedict Cumberbatch does not have blonde hair. Neither does Cillian Murphy. Neither does Tom Hardy. They have like dirty blonde, dusty kind of.
Tom Hardy's like 5'5".
First of all, on TV he's 6'3".
All right, so we will have a 100 episode extravaganza coming up. Mo, where can they find all the things that you are doing? We were part of an episode not too long ago talking about an Oscar nominated film.
Hell yeah, we were on Twitter Spaces, your favorite paid Twitter Spaces host. Thank you, Dex. Shout out Dex. Friend of the podcast, One Take. What we watch on Twitter Spaces, follow me at Miss Peacherino and www Film TV. That's at www Film TV. Keep up with what we got going on. We're definitely celebrating our Black actors and talented artists all this month, and honestly into the next few months as well. But thank you so much. Well, this is our 4th time kicking it, talking, having fun.
Been
Again,
dope every time.
I come on here to get off my bars about me not liking things. So thank you guys for creating that safe space for me, because I don't do that in What We Watch. I play the neutral host card in What We Watch a lot. So yeah, and definitely watch Don't Look Up and listen to our podcast. That was the last one. And also, Nia in Candyman was low key. Was that last year?
It wasn't. No, that was this year, but it didn't get the cinematography done.
Yeah, it should have. It should have low key been in there. But anyways, that's it. Thank you, Royden. Thank you, One Take.
All right, not a problem. All right, so that has been a One Take podcast. You can find us at One Take Pod on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the like, as well as One Take Pod on all your podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple. Please go and rate us on Spotify as well, because you can do that now. I don't know if you knew that, but you can go on Spotify, rate us 5 stars. We really appreciate it.
If you hate Spotify and want to piss them off, what you should do is give us 5 stars and then cancel your membership.
Yes.
That way you can cancel Joe Rogan, but also lift us up. You know,
We stand the awareness.
This is
Thank you,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, many people are going to be canceling Spotify after listening to this, but before you do that,
give us 5 stars, then cancel. Very important.
That'll show them. That'll really show them.
They'll notice. They'll be like, "What the fuck? Why is everyone rating this as 5 stars and then leaving our platform?"
and they'll come to us and be like, "Pay us to leave."
Yeah,
it'd be great. So yeah, you can do that. Jesus. That's so stupid. Like, they would just be like, what the fuck? Why is everyone leaving? And it's just like our 500 followers and just like, I'm out.
If you want them back, you know who to come to, Spotify.
Hey,
we'll do it for half the cost of Joe Rogan. Like you can have us.
That's a discount.
Oh man. Talk to me nice before we like the deals off the table. That's so dumb. All right, you can follow us at One Take Pod. 100 episodes coming up. Dex, where can they find all the latest Houston merch? Who are we supporting? The like
ApolloHOU.com. Dopest Houston merch in the game. Use promo code One Take Pod, ONETAKEPOD for 10% off. Click on pop culture at the top so you can read me and Royden's reviews. We got a bunch of dope shit coming, so stay tuned. Also, hashtag support Florence Pugh, baby.
Hashtag support Florence Pugh. And we're out.